Uh-oh. My docs. So, where my docs are, it says can't seem to load the app launcher right now.
Yeah, we're live right now, buddy. I'll send you an email with it.
I can't hear. I mean, I couldn't hear any music.
Morning, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
What's up?
How
What
are
a
you
game
today?
last night, huh?
Which one?
What do you mean? Which one? Oh,
A lot of
Panthers.
sports last night, man.
Yeah, a lot of sports.
I'm trying to get a hold of where you're at. I don't know if you're
Bengals
talking about
and Steelers.
that was a crazy one. There's Joe
Flacco.
Flacco.
Hey, what I tell you about Flacco? He gonna give you 2 or 3 or 4 of the best weeks you have ever seen, and then he's not.
Nobody has to be happier with that than Jamar Chase yesterday.
Oh my goodness, 23 targets.
23 targets, 16 catches, a career high for him yesterday.
That's a record. A
Bengals record.
Bengals record.
Yeah, he had the record, but he broke his own record.
I'm trying to think. How many passes did I catch in a game? 11, 12?
I don't know.
I think I did 11.
Did 11? That's your highest?
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. Morning, Vlad. How are you?
I'm good. I will say this. Jalen Ramsey cannot cover Cincinnati Bengals wide receivers.
Ever.
I've been saying this since the Super Bowl when Jamar Chase shook him out of his cleats. And if Aaron Donald didn't make that pressure, put that pressure on Burrow, that would have been a game-winning touchdown. They ate that man up last night, whether it was T. Higgins or Jamar Chase. You know what it looked like? It looked like the Rockers back in the days. They were hot tagging. They were just like, let me get some of this. Let me get some of this. Like they were just lighting him up.
You know what it is? They're both built like him and maybe a little more sturdy, right? So he can't like go manhandle him. He can't be aggressive. And then they got speed that if he tries to be aggressive and he misses, it's over.
Well, last night, your final score, get to your headlines here, which are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Your final score last night, 33-31. The Bengals get by the Steelers. Joe Flacco, 342 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
He's thrown 5 touchdowns and no picks in the last 2 games.
Hey, man, those old men were playing good last night.
Did you guys see,
throughout all sports?
Yeah, all sports. You know, Aaron Rodgers played well yesterday, and he got very mad at his lineman for tackling him. Did you see that? Like he was like he throws the touchdown to intangibles over there. Was it Freiermuth?
No,
and like he was killing it. And then like he's like running off the field, and one of his linemen just like hops up on him. And he's like, "Hey!" Got very mad, shoved him, probably because he just tore his Achilles not too long ago.
And he's 41.
And he's old. And the old don't like to be the old don't like to be touched.
You see what they do when Flacco scores? They escort him to the bench. come on, Grandpa.
He took a nap last night. There was a time
he
took a nap.
He just looked like he would just chill. But I tell you what, for 2 40-year-olds, they both got cannons. Still.
Oh yeah.
I mean, some of those balls that even Flacco was throwing. Oh my goodness! Did you see the one at the end of the game?
That's what I was about to ask you. The last one that Rodgers
65 in the air.
Now, it made me laugh because he's 41 and he can, from that distance, he can get the ball in the end zone. Still, if you ask a certain quarterback locally here,
well, to be fair, and I'm not comparing the two,
I don't think he could do
Drew Brees couldn't do that either.
Yeah, I mean, like Aaron Rodgers has always been the king of the Hail Mary. That's his
Right.
thing. His thing is the Hail Mary. No, Tua couldn't do that. That's obvious. Like we saw that at the end of the game where they tried the lateral play and he got picked off. Like they were like, all right, we're gonna set up the old lateral play Miami Miracle because they know that he can't do a Hail Mary. Like that's very obvious. The thing that was honestly the thing that pissed me off a couple of games back when they didn't go for it on 4th and 18, because I was like, well, he can't throw a Hail Mary. So, like, what's the point? Like, why not at least try? You're going to get the ball back with what, 40 seconds left? You got no shot. You might as well just try and have him make a 20-yard conversion. That's at least doable for him. And they were like, nah, he just got sacked. We're going on. We're moving on. But that's why that was my big issue with the McDaniel play a couple of weeks ago, where he's like, let's just take a pass on this one, guys. We're going to punt. Like, great choice, dude.
4th and 18. Yikes.
Yeah, 4th and 18 or Tua having to go 60 yards.
Right.
Come on. That was I know it's not an easy conversion, but it's like
in other words, it's a bad decision to have to make in any event.
For sure. But it's one's possible, one's impossible with the quarterback.
Right.
Last night, the Panthers, they lost to the New Jersey Devils 3-1, their third straight loss. A tough road trip so far
controlling the puck.
Yeah, having trouble getting any offense going either. It's been Paul Maurice is none too pleased with how things are going. Obviously, they got a really nice game from the goalies have been great. Tarasov and Bobrovsky have both been really rock solid for the Cats. They will be back at it tomorrow. They got a game against Buffalo at 1:00, and see if they can get off this little losing streak. Did you see? They did think that they tied it last night. Did you see what happened at the end of the game with the ref?
No, I saw the goal, and then we had like a 30-minute break to try to figure out what the hell happened.
This was,
and I'm bad. Like, he's not in the crease. He's not in the blue. It's a goal. And I couldn't even I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, and then this guy, the official, he comes up there, and you look, this just goes into the category of you have one job. All right, you have one job, and that is say the right thing. This is like when ring announcers, you announce the wrong fighter wins. This old dum-dum gets to the center of the ice.
After review of the call on the ice stands, we have a goal. Oh, sorry.
Oh, hang on.
Excuse me. After review, there is no goal. Florida will be charged a bench minor penalty for delay of game.
Wow. You have one job. You have one job. And you sit here and you're like, and Paul Maurice, the look on his face when he's like, he thinks that he has the goal stands. Oh no. No, sorry. Well, damage is done, my friend.
After review of the call on the ice stands, we have a goal. Oh, sorry.
Oh, hang on.
Excuse me. After review, there is no goal. Florida will be charged a bench minor penalty for delay of game.
Great.
Damage is done.
Damage is done, my friend. Crazy. We got
they take all day and the Panthers get charged with a delay.
Crazy, dude. Tonight, you got the Miami Hurricanes hosting Louisville at 7:00. Countdown to kickoff is going to be at 3. So your official pregame show gets going today at 3:00. Canes are 13.5-point favorites against Louisville on this Friday night matchup. Canes coming off the bye, of course, number 2 team in the country, and Louisville 4-1 on the season.
Their only loss was a crazy overtime game.
So we'll see what happens tonight. Those ACC games can always make you nervous.
Friday, look, if you watch the way football has been this year in both college and the NFL, you got to, don't just make assumptions. You got to go out there and get the job done because crazy things have happened this year.
Yeah, no doubt. This is huge one for the Canes to keep this thing going. That ACC schedule, it always can surprise you around. It's usually
Do
the
they play
rivalry.
Georgia Tech?
I don't believe they do this year. No.
Goodness, I don't know what it is about Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Georgia Tech is that's always a slip up. I mean, we know we had last year on the road. Year before that, we had Negate. Oof, terrible. No, they don't. They have the remaining schedule for the Canes is Louisville. Then next week they got Stanford. I'm sorry. Yeah, next week they got Stanford. Then they have their first venture outside the state on the first is at SMU. Then they're back home for Syracuse.
Syracuse is another one. They still got that crazy quarterback throwing for a
NC
million yards.
State, and then they got Virginia Tech and Pitt on the road. So that's what's coming up. That is the Canes.
I think they're better than all those teams, but yeah, you can't go counting chickens, as Robbie would say.
We'll take a break here on the program. Back with more after this.
Check out the hats and horns.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. We got Canes tonight taking on Louisville as the Canes, number 2 in the country, looking to stay unbeaten. You got Joe Zagacki, Don Bailey Jr. have your call tonight. Of course, you got Hollywood and Brian Monroe getting you set for all the action from Hard Rock Stadium. Are you going, Leroy? Have you decided? Did you reach out? Did you decide whether or not you're going to go?
I've been told that I have a conflict of interest.
Oh, okay.
Tonight is Rebecca's homecoming.
Ah. Well.
So we gotta,
You doing the limo?
No. Yeah, daddy limo.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
You gotta wear a blazer?
No, I'm wearing a muscle shirt and I'm gonna put a tat on my face.
Like Tyson?
When I drop her off and they see me drop her off.
Someone tells me you're going to be Mean Tyson, not Interview with Us Tyson, where he's chewing the Jolly Ranchers.
You know what I love?
What?
That Leroy's gonna have to face young men who's gonna look at Leroy at, oh, you're a little dude.
I know.
Yeah,
but
all
here's
that
the deal.
shaming that you've done to other people is gonna happen to you.
But here's the deal, though. You know what I tell people that say that? Right? I say, you know what the difference is between me and you? Where I grew up, I ain't afraid to lose a fight. So that means we fighting to the end.
That's the speech.
And
Yeah.
guess what, Leroy? You know what they can tell you?
What?
Neither am I.
Good. Then I'm good with that.
Sounds
I
like
don't have I ain't afraid to lose a fight. That's how I was brought up. You just fight, you tired, you walk away, go home, lick your wounds. Now I'm older.
I was about to say.
Might be some more wounds, but the mentality, right? Oh, hope her day throws a fake lizard at. Hey, let me tell you something. If somebody throw a fake lizard at me, it's go time. It's go time.
Hey,
Now, I don't listen. You know what? Because there is one person that I'm terrified of. Snitchy Mouse. Right? I don't care if my wife get mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if nobody else get mad at me, but not my baby. So she'll give me the look, right? Dad, hey, just don't. I'm like, don't what?
Damage is done, my friend.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members Rush just announced their 50-something tour. We got your chance for you and a guest to go win a flyaway to see him at Madison Square Garden in New York City. The prize includes tickets to the show, round-trip airfare, and a 2-night stay at a hotel. To enter, go to WQAM.com. It's a national contest, and check that on out. Last night in the ALCS, the Blue Jays beat the Mariners. You see Max Scherzer, another old guy yesterday.
Yeah, refused
to leave the mound,
dude. They were swinging at that curveball like it was a wiffle ball.
The whole hate leaving the mound, man.
Oh yeah, they don't like leaving.
They talk back like
Wait, but you know when they do want to leave? When somebody hit a 450-foot home run, they say, you were right. But in fairness to him, they kept falling for that pitch. He's like, look, I got him. I got this.
We'll get the game 5 as the road team has won every game in that series.
Every game, which is crazy, right? Is it hockey, then baseball, where home field is just
basketball too?
That you think it don't matter in basketball?
No,
it hasn't mattered as much. It definitely
is, but I'm just going as far as doesn't matter to most important. So football's most important. Then I'm gonna go basketball second. Then I'm gonna go baseball third, and least important is hockey. You think it's different?
I think other than football, all three of them home court doesn't matter anymore because if you got a guy.
Well, I'm just saying. I just went like you.
I know you're listening. I would actually put all three of them tied because
we say so one and tie for third,
right? Because we see basketball series where the road team won all 6 games, and then the last game you think maybe the home team wins that game 7. We've seen that in baseball and in hockey. As long as you have a goalie, you can go anywhere.
Right.
Don't ask me. The Heat have lost like 8 straight at home in the playoffs.
Right. The Boston Heat series, right?
Both
after
Boston
that
Heat
game
series.
3, after they lost game 3. Everybody won on the road.
Yep. And then even the series before that, it was kind of the same thing. They brought it back. They had the crazy put back. They had the crazy put back play. Yeah, it was crazy. And then the year before that, Jimmy had the big game that made it come to game 7, and they won game 7 on the Heat's floor. So, yeah, but they haven't won since that game 3, Vlad. They've lost every single home game since then in the playoffs. So,
badly, too.
It's a bad feeling to have such a good memory, right?
Yeah.
Because you're like getting sadder and sadder as you remembering all these things.
No, because every loss has gotten worse. Like that, those last 2 losses to Cleveland.
Cleveland was embarrassing. Boston. You had they took the road game 2, and then Jimmy had the interview because his knee was blown out, and he's like, "Oh, we're gonna go up." They didn't go up, and that series was top hats and monocles. The finals was top hats and monocles. Jamal Murray just kept hitting 3 after 3. Then you had him and Joker both had triple doubles. It's been a rough go of it lately. Anyway, speaking of, if you want to watch the Heat at the Kaseya Center, they're in preseason action tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies. That is their preseason finale. Yesterday, a much healthier practice for the Miami Heat. Terry Rozier even practiced yesterday. Everybody,
do you need to get a win? I need to get a win.
I don't know. I don't.
Tobin. Not by Tobin's philosophy.
Here's why, Vlad. Here's why, Tobin. You won 37 games last year, and you ain't won a preseason game. Like, you can't just turn it on.
Yeah, but
we've seen that. So you want to talk about big building winning habits? How about winning?
I understand what your point is.
You can't lose every game and say we building winning habits. You ain't winning.
There's not like a billboard about it or anything like that. Like the fact is that they haven't had their team. Like half their team has been missing for the entire preseason.
That for 4 years, dude.
Okay, I'm just telling you what it is, though. Like, do you know what their record was in preseason last year? Tommy Tigre revealed this to me. I completely forgot. You want to know what it was?
What?
4-1. Did it matter?
Not particularly.
No, it didn't. You want to know why? Because Jimmy Butler actually cared more in the preseason than he did in the regular season. He was hounding Chris Paul all over the place. It didn't mean anything.
All right.
So I get it. Nobody wants to go winless. It's annoying. But I do think that at least my philosophy on it is that at least with them not winning, you can see what the real problems are. They're not going in with any false sense of security. If they would have won, we would have won the game against the Hawks G Leaguers. It's like, great. And we also were still 3 for 30. Nothing changed.
All right. I mean, I get you, but it's hard to lose 5 games in a row and say we're trying to build winning habits. That sounds weird.
Yeah, I know, but I don't understand where that who's got the sign out there that's saying we're building winning habits. Like
Spo says that all the time.
They're trying to put together a team that hasn't been together. Like it's one of these things.
Okay.
Like
I just
their guards were all out the first game. They missed basically half of their team the last game.
I know what that look is, Vlad.
I'm just saying, there's nothing to build. Like, who are you building these
I'm
habits
about to
with?
say, which coach you're getting sick and tired of hearing about what they're gonna do with their improve with their offensive game plan? Spo or McDaniel? Because I've been hearing about Spo running the offense. We're gonna, pick it up. We're gonna score more, and it never happens. And Leroy has a point. You got to score. Who's gonna score for this team?
Right, but my thing is like they're going out and they're not scoring. So the Heat have basically gone and shot bricks anyway. So what is the difference between them winning or losing all these close games? Like the offense still has issues. So it's all kind of just there in the open going into it anyway.
Want me to tell you what the difference is? Is that regardless of what your situation is, when you get in those critical moments and you pull it out and you win the game, that builds kind of sets a tone for now you can do that.
I don't disagree with you, but here's the thing. Myron Gardner is going to be playing for the South Dakota G League team all year. His habits aren't going to mean anything for the Heat. You know, the only guy who's going to play for the Heat is Keyshawn Johnson, and he turned the ball over and gave it to the Hawks. That was the only guy playing at the end of the game.
He got hands like my
what
left.
Habits are being built to the end of the game. Now, they did a great impression of the Heat from last year because that was basically all of last year, but none of those guys are going to play anyway.
I guess my concern is that if the team is going to be different or better, at some point, shouldn't I see it?
Yeah, that's totally fair. But we don't. They can say they're better all they want. We got to see them.
Right, exactly.
But nothing they've done in preseason would have swayed you. Is really gonna sway you.
I see what you're saying. I guess I'm just one of those people that I don't like being comfortable with losing under any circumstances. Right? I don't care what you want to build good winning habits, you want to build depth, you want to build, then whoever's in the game, you're required to do the job. And I get what you're saying. I really do. But coming off the last couple of years when this team hasn't been able to get over the finish line, and then seeing it now for whatever reason, I just feel a little
yeah, I guess what I'm saying is like, look, they could still come out and stink up the joint. They got a really tough schedule. I don't think that the preseason winning or losing is going to be indicative of it anyway.
Okay.
Like, I think my thing
3
is
for 30 is more an
well, that's my thing, but that's why I kind of almost am like appreciative of all the losses, because it's like I'm not being masked by they still won. Like I very clearly there are issues. They have shooting issues. We know this. They've had bad rebounding issues. They've had turnover issues.
And
yeah,
you got all these stretch bigs that nobody wants to play in the paint and bang.
Yeah, I mean a little bit. You know, I think I think there's something to that. You know, they're trying to play a little bit faster, and
that's why they probably putting a whole lot of pressure on Kalel, because you have to get rebounds.
Kalel's had probably the best preseason. Like he's played really well. Him and Jaime have probably been the most consistent guys the entire preseason.
No, I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm just saying that one of the reasons why they're probably so hard on him to be a complete player is because when it comes to rebounds, he is going to have to be the guy.
Terry Rozier told Ira Winderman he's hoping for a fair shake.
Fair shake where?
To play.
Oh, I thought a fair shake on, like, you know how they shake before the game?
No. He's like a dap up. He's like, hey.
No, they don't dap. They shake.
Just get a good game, Terry. Good game.
I don't know, man. I feel bad that, like, this thing he's never been able to get both feet on the ground. And like, there's always been something. When he first got here, it was neck. And it was a lot worse than we all thought, because they made it sound like he just had a little neck strain. But dude was out for a very long time with that neck. Then you had the scandal. I don't even know where that is.
Me neither.
And then he was playing basketball horribly.
Yep.
And so I don't know what role all those things play into it. But I hope that he at least gets, back to, at least we can see, well, everything's going fine for him. He just ain't got it no more. Like, without all the other stuff.
Think he has a hard rock bet account?
I don't know, dude.
I would say if he did, he don't now.
Don't they give you like a free $10 at the Kaseya Center?
No, you can't.
I know an Amarin bet.
You know what the rule? The rule. This is a rule, and they can track it. is why all these NFL players are getting in trouble. You cannot place a bet on company Wi-Fi. And that's how a few NFL players got caught, because they were in the parking lot making a bet, and the Wi-Fi in the facility picked it up.
I want to know, because at Amarin Bet, they give you a free $10 bet at the game. So if you're a player with an account, can you go in the locker room and use that free $10 bet?
You need that burner.
No,
you need somebody else.
You're gonna need somebody.
I will tell you this. Well, first of all, the betting, they track it also. So if you need a burner, you can have a burner phone, but it's not your burner account.
Wait a minute, can't you make a bet without Wi-Fi? You could use Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but then I'm saying, if you make a bet with Hard Rock is going to report you.
Damn it!
Like, you can't. No, just don't do it.
Something tells me since the investigation,
you making $20 million a year. You worried about a free $10 bet?
Something tells me since the investigation, he's probably put the old purple app away.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would hope.
He's probably. One would think.
Well, there hasn't been anybody who's gotten frequent flyer miles.
Tell you what's never.
Anybody who's been busted for that, they ain't went back and did it again.
Tell you what's never a gamble. When you send your dry cleaning over to A&T Dry Cleaners, that's the best dry cleaning in all of South Florida. That's our guy, Ara. Man, he's been doing this for 40 years, Leroy. Him and his business, family owned and run. You got Mama Ara there doing the thing. You can call him up anytime, Leroy. 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383. You hear Leroy? Snitchy Mouse has got herself a homecoming coming up. Any of you other got some dances coming up? You want those dresses or suits looking real nice? Give A&T Dry Cleaners a try.
They service all of Dade, Broward, Southern Palm Beach County. They can pick up and drop off your clothes. And here's a little extra. Ara's a fan of the show, and he wants to take care of our audience. So if you mention Tobin and Leroy, you get 25% off your order. That's right, 25% off. So all of the stuff you need, you can get a discount. You can call the text hour at 954-610-9383 at any time. And once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you'll never launder your own clothes again.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Hey, you guys can join WQAM and Solana at Raising Cane's next Tuesday at 11 a.m. at their newest restaurant on Miramar Parkway and Southwest 172nd Ave in Miramar. Get there by 8 a.m. and you might be one of 20 to win free Raising Cane's for a year. And WQAM will also have heat tickets that you could win. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Yeah, it's finally built.
Finally got done?
Yeah, it's right by the house. So yeah, I've seen it a lot of times.
Raising Cane's.
8 a.m. Jesus.
Very early to get chicken tenders. What was the time? Kachuk was there like super early that time after they won the cup. He looked very hungover at the Raising Cane's.
Oh yeah.
Very hungover.
I like, you know what's crazy? Love their chicken fingers. Love their chicken. Not a big fan when people only make chicken fingers and they try to make a chicken finger sandwich.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they just make everything with the chicken fingers. Whatever you get is start with the chicken fingers. So if you say chicken sandwich, chicken sub, chicken whatever, they do chicken fingers. So I like a chicken patty with my chicken sandwich.
So I'm no stranger to a radio bit, and I'm no stranger to stepping in it when it comes to being wrong. You know, perhaps you guys remember I ate rancid crow one time with Christian Yelich.
Okay, you ain't admitting to nothing. You must be talking about somebody else because getting you to you pay your debts, but
I'm a man of honor.
You pay your debts under your terms.
That's not true.
Really?
Yeah, that's not true.
Okay.
Ridiculous statement.
Okay.
But yesterday, popular Pittsburgh sports radio host Andrew Fillipponi, you've heard, maybe you hear one time to time on the national network for Odyssey. He had a doozy. He had one that I haven't heard in a while before, and I never really understand. You know, I've eaten crow. We had old Goldhammer in Cleveland. He ate poop. Well, Andrew Fillipponi said yesterday on social media, there's no way the Steelers lose tonight. In fact, I'll get my nipples pierced with no numbing agents if they lose to the Bengals. It ain't happening.
Can I just say something here? When that's even in your thoughts,
yep,
you've been thinking about doing something kinky like that anyway.
Well, he's got to probably already have them pierced, right? Is he already pierced up?
No.
That's crazy, dude.
So, but that's what I'm saying. You have to have like Vlad. Like if you have something like that to go to, if you lose a bet, right? Then you already were considering it.
You got a fetish,
right? So there's video.
Well,
I mean, he just claimed this. I don't think he went right to the tattoo parlor or the piercing.
He's probably going this weekend. You got 10 days now until the next year.
Oh wait, there's a statute of limitations.
I don't know. He didn't set a deadline, but right, you got to do it. Your tweets already got millions of views,
and you
pierced,
and you were specific. That's the thing. It wasn't like, it's like, oh, if they lose, I'll go get my, nipples pierced. It was like, no, if they lose, there's nowhere they're going to lose. If they lose, I'll get my nipples pierced with no, what was it, agent? No numbing agent?
No numbing agent.
Usually it's just ice, though.
But whatever. That means you like that. Yeah, you probably on
but that's what I'm saying. Like you already had that in the holster.
Yeah,
right? You already was thinking about something like that anyway. That's not something, Tobin, you said I'll eat an actual crow. Eating crow. Yeah, I get it. Right. But if you would have came out and said, you know what? If he hits more than 20 home runs, I'll get my nipples pierced. I'm like, whoa. What something we need to know? Right? Because that's just, you don't just reach for that.
He's the Gimp from Pulp Fiction.
It was not too long ago that Ryan Day was falsely accused of being nipple pierced. Which again, anybody who has their nipple pierced, no shame in that game. Good for you. But
we just don't hear it.
The no numbing agent, Even just getting your nipples pierced is tough enough. He's like, I'm gonna make it the most painful ever.
It's not. It's just a pinch. Oh, you haven't gotten. I had my ears pierced. So
hey, dude. Hey, just a pinch.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, a certain somebody on this show was nipple clamped, and you didn't act like it was just a pinch.
I was just doing that for the show. Huh?
You got your nipples clamped?
Oh yeah.
We lost the dartboard of doom. That's not the worst part, Glad. There was a tour.
Yep.
And we were at the old station with that glass.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there just chest out with the nipple clamps, and the whole classroom of kids walked by.
He was sitting there.
The Zach Steeler student class came to see 2
Yeah.
a.m. and saw your nipple clamp. So your nipples clamped? Oh my God.
Yeah.
He woke up this morning. He tweeted out, Andrew Fillipponi, "Hello, I don't feel great this morning."
Yeah. Oh boy.
See, I would have just said I would have done ayahuasca with Aaron Rodgers. That would have been better.
No, because you only do ayahuasca to celebrate.
He must have been so hopeful. Like once Aaron Rodgers threw up that Hail Mary, he's like, please.
No, I'm saying I'm guessing that once Aaron Rodgers drove him down the field to take the lead, he thought it was over.
The craziest thing that I had one time, that the one bet my wife really got mad at me about, that I said I would do, was Zaslow and I both agreed on the air that if the Miami Heat won the lottery the year Zion was coming out, and they had very, very small chance, that we would get we would get New York Knicks tattoos. Just like we would sacrifice shame on ourselves if it would have meant the Miami Heat would have gotten Zion Williamson. Now, it wasn't fixed like it was for the Mavericks, so there was zero chance. It was like a 1 point whatever chance of happening. But she was like, you're not doing that. And I'm like, I think I am if we get Zion Williamson. Oh, moot. We didn't get Zion Williamson. But
really? Does she know who she's married to?
I don't know. I mean, like, listen, hijinks come with the territory.
Listen, I just hope that we not all out together and she walks up to me and give me the look like I'm egging you on to these things. Because it's you. You're the ringleader behind the craziness. So, like, I hope that, and don't throw me under the bus. You're like, well, Leroy made me. We were all doing stuff. Like, no, this is you.
I've never thrown you under the bus.
No.
Whenever there's been hijinks, I've owned it.
Okay. I mean, we had a twofer at my house one time. Tobin had to jump in the cold water in Speedos, but he did it in white drawers.
Didn't do it in white drawers.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. There's video of it. I don't even.
Wasn't a bathing suit.
Time out.
It was black undies.
Your pasty self.
Yep.
Jumped in a pool in white underwear.
No, that's why.
Black.
Oh,
they're black
okay.
underwear.
See then. Okay, then. Okay.
No, but the problem is, it was supposed to be Speedos.
It was briefs. It was tighty whities, but they were black.
Tidy blackies?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then at the same time, you know Robbie, right?
Of course I know.
One of the hairiest people in the world.
Did he jump in?
He had to get his back waxed.
Oh my God.
And he had no hair on his back.
Very odd.
Wait. Huh?
Yes.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
That don't make sense at all.
None. So
I
think he pre-shaved.
That was it. Okay. Was it like stubby back clean, or was it like fresh back clean? Because it was fresh back clean
because
he had it waxed. He had it waxed like a couple of days before.
And Big Spoon is all about the shenanigans. So she's like, I'll get the wax stuff. Right? So she went, he's like, he's got no hair.
Fooled us.
Yeah, I still can't figure that one out. He got hair everywhere. That dude got hair on his eyeballs, and he ain't got hair on his back.
Jeez, how you got hair in your eyeballs?
He's hairy, dude.
Dude.
He's a hairy dude.
We'll take a break. So regular old second hours next.
Yep.
I'm Mario Cristobal, head coach of
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on a game night. Canes are taking on Louisville. We got the Goosies, dude.
I'm like, I got to tell you, it has been fun watching this team play, partly because they run the ball well, but defensively, they look so much different than they have the last couple of years that you are now depending on that defense instead of hoping they hang on.
Yeah, which is, I think it's one of the interesting things. I think it's kind of like the Canes fan doesn't know what to do with their hands. Because the only real critique that anybody's had, and it's a silly critique right now. You guys should just be enjoying the ride. You've beaten every one of your rivals this year, and you've convincingly looked like the better team. But the only thing is people want to see them like really lay the hammer down when they have a lead. Like that's the only thing.
You know what? And in fairness to all of that, usually teams that are dominant up front, dominant on the defensive side of the ball, you don't have to take those chances. You see what I mean? And I think while if they really wanted to, they could continue to turn up the heat. But I think Mario's looking at it from this standpoint. If we can do and close these games out now, then it's programmed to do that when the game gets tough and you got 4 minutes with a 2-point lead instead of 4 minutes left with a 14-point lead and you don't do it. And so you're trying to get yourself into a mindset of closing games out. And the way you close games out is you run the football, you're dominant, and you just close the door on any team that you're playing against. Yeah, if you wanted to, yeah, I'm more than sure Malachi could have 200 yards a week if you really wanted to do that. But that's not the point of football. The point is to win the game. And they're decisively winning these games, even though at the end a school or a team may make score a couple of points at the end of the game.
Yeah, and I think if you look at the games, like we were a little shook with the Notre Dame game because we didn't know the kicker yet. He was an FAU kicker.
Correct. Please don't put up a stat. Dude is 1 for 4 in college.
The Florida game, they had a touchdown taken away. They were so the game could have gone a lot different if that didn't go the way that it did. The score maybe looks a little bit, but you eventually poured it on him at the end. Maybe it looked like more of a tussle, but the point was real. Like if you watch that game, it didn't feel close.
They haven't not covered, and people are still complaining about.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I don't think I could ever find. Happy? I don't think I could ever find a reason beating Notre Dame, Florida State, and being upset. I'm not saying that they're. Look, I get it. You're all seeking some perfection. That is there. Like you want to see them tonight. You're like they're double digits. You want them to be up double digits the entire game today, right, against Louisville. You want to be up 14 as kickoff goes.
You haven't figured out that that's not how your team plays, right? Your team and what Mario likes to do is wear a team down. So even if the game is close in the fourth quarter, they got nothing left. That's how he plays. That's how they run the football. That's how they, that's how they put the pressure on you. So that if the tide does happen to turn at the end of a game or in the second half, you've got nothing left. That's what dominating a football team does to you.
And also, if anybody's getting reps, it's Mario because he's the one that you get nervous about in these close games.
Yeah. Now that part, listen, that part he has not been tested yet, right?
I mean, he's gone. He's made the decisions. I think that have been fine. Like it hasn't really bit them. And I think that's where people are like, this is, you guys get it. And it gets too conservative. And it's just like, But I think that kind of goes to he does have trust in having a complete team now.
Right.
Like you would
that's not conservative. See, that's the part that I'm trying to fight back on. You think that, running the football in the third and fourth quarter and not dropping back and throwing passes is playing conservative. It's not playing conservative, it's playing smart. Don't give the other team a free points or something fluky happens when you drop back to throw the ball when you don't have to. You got 2 touchdown lead and you dominating the line of scrimmage, then dominate the line of scrimmage. You don't have to put yourself in harm's way.
Get to our headlines here, brought to us by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or at DoralVolkswagen.com. 7 o'clock is your kickoff tonight from The Rock.
Yep, I'm gonna have to tape and watch.
Okay.
Drop off is at 7:30.
Interesting.
Got pictures.
You gotta.
Well, Big Spoon wanted to take her to some tropical island to take homecoming pictures, and I'm like, what are we doing?
It's adorable. The memories of a lifetime.
I know. I know. Don't worry. Like, why you sitting here messing around? Look, you see him saying that, Vlad?
I'm not messing around. I know
it's coming. It's coming. Don't you?
You got to wait. Yeah, in like 8 more years for you.
We'll see.
Yeah. Oh no, you gonna be like, holy smoke, what are we doing?
Maybe by that time, they're dating robots. Who knows? No. AI or something like that.
Really? Mm-hmm. When that robot come over to your house and they chilling in the pool, we gonna see how
robots
cool you
are
there.
In the pool. They short circuit, idiot.
No. Okay. when your daughter, little Sophie, sweet Sophie, bring somebody over and say, "Oh, he just a friend," we gonna see you start taking short, hyperventilating and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm telling you.
You'd be like a referee. You're gonna be like, hey, disengage.
I already did it. I told you I already did it. One time she was, it was summer. It was hot. Her and her friend was in the pool, and I was watching TV, and I look over at the corner of my eye, and they both standing under the little water falling on them, and they and I'm like, not on my watch. And I went and put my bathing suit on and did some push-ups and did some crunches and went out there just looking glistening and swole and dove in the pool and went in between and say, social distance. Know what you doing here? But no.
Illegal formation.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to hear these stories. Vlad, I can't wait to hear these stories. Oh my goodness. You think it ain't gonna happen to you?
Listen, task at hand. You worry about you tonight.
Especially when she can always say, "Oh, look how cute they are," and you gonna be
nothing cute about
it. In the corner, taking little short breaths because that's your baby. Oh,
I wouldn't be giggling tonight, dude. You got a game night tonight.
I know, dude.
Cats are.
I'm gonna tell you what. As excited as I was to watch the Canes and maybe even go to the game. Soon as I remembered it was homecoming, like all that stuff went on the back burner. I already got my TV recording the game, and she said, "Well, you only got to drop her off. You'll be able to get back and watch most of the game." I was like, okay, Y'all just don't. You gonna get it, but Vlad, maybe it's my own fault because I'm thinking of. When I went to homecomings and proms and stuff like that. And
Thursday night.
Hey, that illegal formation, you're out of here. Like, you ain't no
5-yard penalty on this one.
No.
Automatic ejection.
But that's a game misconduct.
Thursday night football, the Bengals get by the Steelers 33-31. Joe Flacco.
Actually, a good game.
Balled out. The Thursday night football has been really good this year.
I've said the same thing to him. I'm like, damn, they either cleaned it up or a call was made because every game's been close. There's been scoring, and it's been interesting.
Yep. Al Michaels, he and Kirk Herbstreit revealed that they too had a weird conversation with Aaron Rodgers.
We talked to Aaron Rodgers yesterday, and the question was, do you know what you're going to do after football? and he said, I'm going to disappear. He said, I've spent my whole life in the limelight. I said, I'm looking for the shadows. Well, he's already had a darkness retreat, so the shadows at least will provide more light than the darkness retreat did.
Well, that quote was amazing. I've lived in the spotlight long enough. Time to go to the shadows.
We'll see.
He said, you won't hear from me or see me for at least 4 years.
I wouldn't bet on that. But who knows?
What the hell is wrong with him? What is he now? He's the Dark Knight? He's Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, like he going to the tombs.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah. He's the Christian Bale version of Batman now. He's the Dark Knight. He's just gonna go and learn fighting and underground, all of that.
If we know something about Aaron Rodgers, guys, that guy hates attention.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
like, there's nothing about your career that says you don't like the limelight.
The guy who contemplated running for vice president, he's gonna go in the shadows, eh? All right. I'm really craving the shadows.
I love when people get in front of a camera or interview and they say things, and I look at the TV and go, "Do you even know yourself?" Like, can you picture Aaron Rodgers saying that? I'm just gonna disappear. I'm like, yeah, man. People that don't like the limelight don't do weekly shows.
Right.
Right.
Crazy, man.
Maybe he'll turn into Bane.
I was born in it.
Ayahuasca. Very good.
Your pain sounds Irish.
I gotta tell you, is that one of the most menacing villains in movie?
Yeah, because Tom Hardy's not that big in real life.
Right.
He bulked up, and I was like, "Damn, you really like when somebody
But
really wanted
just Bane,
to a
just
character?
in general, like the whole concept of that menace.
Well, it lived up to the concept because if you read the comics or you know of the comics and you know of the storyline, you know that Bane was a badass. So the fact that Tom Hardy played it that well, but yeah, man, he beat the living crap. I mean, he snapped the man, he broke the man's back.
Yeah.
Take a break. More to come here on the show. Back after this.
I'm Kasper
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you. Rock the Ocean's iconic music festival, Tortuga, returns to Fort Lauderdale Beach next April with Post Malone, Riley Green, Kenny Chesney, and way more. We're giving you a chance to win a 3-day pass for you and a friend. To enter, go to the contest page at WQAM.com and register now.
Is that the J-Fig concert?
Yeah, I think she likes Tortuga a lot.
Yeah.
The Intangibles love Tortuga.
I mean, why don't you get some Kane Brown and some Shabuzi?
I think Shabuzi did it last year. I'm pretty sure. Shabuzi was just down here. He was here on Tuesday, I think.
Which is crazy. I'm still. Who else? You get Kane Brown. You could get Miles. Was it Miles Smith?
I don't know who that is.
He's not.
We're naming all the blacks in country.
Yeah, but I think Miles Smith is considered pop.
Yeah, you did this already with him. He's not
with
country.
Him. Yeah,
he's like folk.
Well, I know he
Pop
ain't.
folk.
Well, listen, he ain't R&B. He ain't hip hop. He might as well be country.
I don't think that's not how the rules work.
I know, but like, okay, I know Jennifer. Man, like,
well, Jay Figgy definitely wants to go because she loves her some Riley Green. So
ooh, yeah,
that'll be going on at Tortuga. If you guys want to win those passes, check out the contest page.
He showed a picture yesterday and started hyperventilating like when the fireman left.
Leroy, give us a weather update from Chill Zone AC, featuring reliably brewed AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
I got to tell you, people been giving you bad weather reports. Yesterday, it was supposed to be 80% chance in the evening. I got near a drop. So I'm going to give you the real weather. Not the weather by the pretty girls on TV. Not the people they call out for the hurricanes. They only come out for the hurricanes.
Look good, man.
Huh?
Them girls look good.
They do. But they weather ain't right. Ain't right.
Who cares?
So right now we got a crisp breeze coming out of the east, maybe a little northeast, at about 10 to 20 miles an hour. It looks like it could be gusting a little bit higher than that. It is partly cloudy, but not a high humidity. So although you may get a passing shower in the evening, with the low humidity, it could just be clouds. And I'm going to say the temperature is right about 80, 85 degrees. It's been consistent with that this time of all week. So we haven't had any changes to our daily pattern since that cold front came through. So it's been pretty consistent. So until you get some kind of change in the heat or the humidity, you can pretty much say that for the next few days it's going to be pretty consistent with what the weather has been. And because it's cloudy and because it's still kind of that time of year, you might get a passing shower.
It's going to be 82 degrees. Partly cloudy conditions expected around noon. Wind gusts are up to 22 miles per hour. The wind is causing it to feel like it's 79 degrees right now.
Low humidity, cool breeze.
63% humidity.
Yeah, it ain't raining.
At 68 degrees right now.
It ain't raining.
This guy's good.
Oh, no,
it might be a passing shower.
Yeah, it could pass by because it's cloudy and you got that moisture coming off the water, but there's not a lot of humidity, so I don't know how bad it's going to be. Other than that, enjoy the weather.
The weather's not going to be good in Cleveland on Sunday.
Oh, no.
They are expecting really bad weather.
Hey, they called me and asked me to come up there.
Why?
I look at that weather. I say, man, I am not going to be in a plane that's flying into Cleveland with 40, 50 mile an hour side winds.
Like they called you recently?
Yeah.
They were like, "Hey, come on up, baby."
Yeah.
Hey, which one? Do you know this? Who's this Tony guy from ESPN?
Tony Rizzo?
Yeah, he went.
I know.
I
He
saw
just
a clip of him this morning. He was
Yeah,
going
and
nuts
they
because
were
they
showing
traded
him.
Flacco.
Well, look, let me tell you something about Cleveland. Okay? He's playing the result. Because when Flacco was in Cleveland, it was Flacco ain't going to do nothing. We might as well let the young guys play. You see what I'm saying? And then you see Flacco light it up for another team, and then you want to go back and say, why didn't we keep Flacco? So I don't know if that to be the case, but that's how a lot of this is going. But I will say this. The way Joe Flacco has been the last 3 years, okay, at some point, everybody in Cincinnati going to say, I can't wait till Joe Burrow get back. Because Flacco has done it for 4 or 5 week stretches, but then I don't know what happens.
Yeah, he's essentially he's Ryan Fitzpatrick with more credentials and less facial hair. That's what he is.
Well,
like
Super Bowl ring.
Hey, I'm not gonna go there. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna go there
it's
because he
the
got a
same
Super
thing.
Bowl.
You have these guys.
Is that ring protection? That's ring protection. You
That
can't
is
be called,
the ultimate
No.
ring
right.
protection.
You can't be called Ryan
No,
Fitzpatrick.
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I'll tell you why. Because for years, the whole bag on Joe Flacco was, is Joe Flacco elite? Like Joe Flacco for the longest time was like the lowest level of good quarterback anybody could tolerate. But because he was a Super Bowl champion, you couldn't say anything about it. But nobody really loved having Joe Flacco or liked watching Joe Flacco.
No, you're
but
right.
Now he's become the wily old gunslinger, Joe Flacco. Like Joe Flacco, since his last game with the Jets, where his kids were rooting against him, they're rooting for Tyreek Hill. When he's got his second stint with Cleveland, like it has rejuvenated him into cool Joe Flacco.
Right.
Like
Because keep in mind, he won comeback player of the year on 5 weeks.
Yeah, like he's had this resurgence, but he's still a time bomb. Can't trust him.
No, I know. I've been telling you that for 2 years. I like Joe Flacco. But again, Joe Flacco can't be your starter because after like 4 or 5 weeks, I don't know what happens. In the last 2 years, he's giving you 4 or 5 weeks.
And then his age sets in.
Right.
Yeah.
But what, like we can accept that with him, but not Aaron Rodgers.
The old can't keep it up.
But why can we accept that? See what I'm
Let
saying?
me ask you this.
Go ahead.
If Aaron Rodgers had the receiving core that Joe Flacco has, would we be saying anything about Aaron Rodgers? No, we would not. We'd be
because and I'm not going to argue with you for this reason. Of all the old quarterbacks in the league, the two guys who still got cannons played against each other last night, and they displayed it.
And you saw Flacco.
So I can't
right.
even argue that, even if I'm tired of the Aaron Rodgers stuff.
No, I'm just saying, if you give these guys weapons, you give these guys weapons, and you protect them, they still can swing that ball.
But keep in mind,
and Pittsburgh defense is not
one
as
of the
good
things
as we
I
thought.
said when Joe Flacco went to Cincinnati was they didn't protect their $50 million quarterback. How they gonna protect their $2 million quarterback?
Well, you know what? When you don't have a pass rush, because Pittsburgh, who's been known for it's crazy how the AFC North teams who've been known for their defense, all of a sudden now they can't stop the run.
Baltimore can't stop nobody. They're the worst. Pittsburgh can't stop nobody.
You know how I know Pittsburgh's bad? They made me believe that the Jets offense was going to be something special this year after week 1.
Yikes.
That's how bad Pittsburgh's defense
You said we're not that same team. We're not that same team we were last year.
You don't think I know. We'll take a break. We'll tickle Leroy's fancy coming up next. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to Tickle Leroy's
Coochie coochie coo.
Whoa, all right, man. The week 7 of the NFL season is upon us.
Mm-hmm.
Let us start off with, of course, everybody's favorite, the London game. The LA Rams take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. No Puka Nacua. They have just ruled him out. Both teams at 4-2.
I'm facing
The Rams are 3.5-point favorites, Leroy. Does this game tickle your fancy?
No. I'll catch the end of it to get me to my regular, but I ain't bringing my iPad to watch it on the golf course.
I was about to say, I know you playing golf.
Yeah, but especially now this weather. But no, usually like when the Dolphins played or the Browns played, I just brought my my iPad and I hook my iPad on the windshield in the front of the golf cart and then play through my speaker, and I'm watching TV like I'm looking at y'all right now.
Yep. The Dolphins, ever heard of them? At 1:00, they visit the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland is a 2.5-point favorite. Both of these squads are 1-5 on the season.
Dude,
tickle your fancy?
I mean, I guess it has to be tickled.
My fancy is tickled.
Only
Tickled
because I
via
talk
obligation.
Yeah, but you know what? I hope 2 negatives make a positive. Like 2 bad teams, 2 teams struggling, and it ends up being a good game. However, I would say this. The weaknesses of the Miami Dolphins play into the strengths of the Cleveland Browns. And if you're a Miami Dolphins fan, that's terrifying.
I mean, all right, dude. I respectfully, I don't know if anything's terrifying when you're 1-5.
But there's a couple of things that you can count on. Cleveland can run the football with Jenkins. That's a fact. Okay? And Myles Garrett can get after the quarterback. That's a fact. They move Myles Garrett around. So if you looking and you watching the football game and you watching the Dolphins against the Browns and you see Myles Garrett across from Savaiya, then what you gonna say? Oh, Leroy knew what he was talking about.
Look, anybody can rush against the Miami Dolphins. I mean, it's not saying much. They're rushing less than the Dolphins are this year.
Huh?
They're rushing for less yards per game than the Dolphins this year.
Yeah, but that's because
5.
one, Jenkins was out, and the other thing is
no
that
Jenkins in the Trunkins.
No, he was he. Remember he got in trouble in the offseason, so he wasn't even in camp.
You thought you were gonna get that by? You thought you were gonna get that by?
Dude, that was. But I just you just keep it moving. So they didn't have him all year, but he's probably run besides the past 2 weeks. He's run the ball really well. So I'm just giving you a little heads up on what could happen or how to look at the game. Like if the Browns can't do nothing, they can do 2 things: rush the quarterback with Myles Garrett and run the football with Jenkins. And that just happens to play into the 2 things that the Dolphins have struggled with.
In Chicago, the 3-2 Bears welcome in the New Orleans Saints. Chicago is a 4.5-point favorite. Does this game tickle your fancy, Leroy?
No, because I might keep a side eye on it simply because have we figured out the Bears yet? Right?
No.
They some games, huh?
Yeah, they've won 3 in a row.
They sometimes they look really good, and then other times they look like just wow. So it's kind of one of those things, but I keep a side eye on it.
But not fancy.
Not fancy, no.
All right. The New England Patriots are 4-2, currently leading the AFC East. They will visit the Tennessee Titans at 1-5. Does that game tickle your fancy? 6.5-point road favorites for the Patriots.
You know why? Just Cam Ward. I just like that dude. I mean, he handles himself well. Like if I'm keeping it a buck, we ass right now. Right? Right. So
he did say that.
Yeah.
We got the Las Vegas Raiders at 2-4 visiting Arrowhead and the Kansas City Chiefs, who are a massive 12.5-point favorite this weekend over Las Vegas. Does this game tickle your fancy, Leroy?
No, but it seems like everybody's returning for Kansas City, and they seem to be getting a little bit going. So
said that after week 1. I was like, oh, it's
what?
about. I said after when they lost to the Chargers, I'm like, no, he's throwing the ball deep. Like I saw him, they throwing the ball downfield, and they were just close. They weren't
right
there yet, but they were close.
Well, they got Rashee Rice is back.
Right, but I'm just saying those receivers when he wasn't there, they were starting to get time in with Mahomes. So
right now you got a full arsenal.
Now Worthy came back, and then now they got a whole arsenal. Like that 4 of Rice, Brown, Worthy, Juju, Thornton, and then you include Kelsey.
Right.
Yeah, that offense is back to being that.
Pacheco has a lot of leg and arm movement to not be moving forward, right?
Nobody runs harder and faster for 2 yards than Isaiah.
I mean, it looks like he just ran 100, and it'd be like 3-yard gain.
It looks like I finally it hit me the other day.
He looks like the chick from that walk up the stairs. What's that movie?
The Exorcist?
No.
Oh, what the thing?
No, what's it called? What
was that movie?
What was that movie when she came out of
the well, right?
No, not the well. She came out of the well. Yeah.
I forgot that movie.
I forgot the name of
it. Something. It's like
Anyway,
he reminds me of like a kid's toy. You know those cars that you
wind up,
you reverse it, and then when you let it go, it goes fast, and then it just stops like after 2 seconds.
The Ring. That's it. The Ring.
Exactly, The Ring. That was the name of the ring. But that's Pacheco. Pacheco's one of those old school toys, like the little cars that you gotta rewind or like back up. And
but is he really to be honest, he has a lot of movement. Is he moving forward fast?
His whole body's moving.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But it's not going further. It's not
moving
fast. It's just not moving further.
Right. It's not moving forward. It's like, yeah.
We got the Philadelphia Eagles, who have lost a couple in a row, but are 4-2. They are visiting the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, yeah.
Philly is a 2.5. Philly's a 2.5-point road favorite. 1:00 kick. Does this game tickle your fancy, Leroy?
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching the Dolphins and the Browns, but I will definitely keep an eye on that one. Because I mean, like, are we worried about the Eagles? Like,
I'm not saying worried yet.
Right. Like it. I mean, what I can't figure out is like, yeah, they got up to a good start and everybody was complaining about, them not being able to throw the ball down the field or get the ball to A.J. Brown and all these things, right?
But they haven't looked good offensively at all.
Right. But if you look at the whole landscape of NFL football, nobody has really looked that dominant other than Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even see Tampa's look dominant.
And they haven't looked dominant. They just had a bunch of great comebacks.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, it's going to be one of those years where the better teams are going to be able to weather these little storms right here. But it's going to be a lot of upsets, it happens. So I'm not worried about the Eagles. I'm worried about I don't know what McCarthy, when is he going to pick it up?
He's on a limited basis, so he might be back this week. I don't think they've made an official word on that yet.
Right.
So we'll see. But I think he's trending towards getting back in there, but I don't think it's official yet. We got the Carolina Panthers, a surprising 3-3, visiting the New York Jets. Carolina is a 1.5-point road favorite. Take your fancy?
Let me say this. Absolutely not.
Why not? They're feisty.
Can I just tell you, I'd rather go on the side of my house, give 2 strokes of paint, and watch it dry.
Then watch the Panthers?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to. Didn't think that. I thought they're one of the nice stories around the league right now.
Tampa's a nice story. Panthers are the Panthers.
They're 1 win away from having a winning record.
Really?
Yes.
At week 7?
Who cares, dude? They were the Panthers.
They are 3-3.
Okay. You're right.
They're
2 games
they're
ahead of the
not.
Dolphins.
They're in the hunt.
The New York Giants are 2-4, and they visit Mile High and take on the Denver Broncos at 4:05. Denver is a 7.5-point favorite. Does this game tickle your fancy?
No, we got some stinkers. I'll take the Giants, though.
Fancy, not tickled.
I'll take the Giants in the 7 points.
Really?
Denver ain't that damn good.
Defense is getting after it, dude. That
Okay,
nice-
but they ain't that good.
Not that. This
Not
is the problem.
7.5-point favorites.
That defense is gonna hurt that boy.
I'll take it. You want that action?
Yeah,
I'll
let's
take
do
the
it.
Giants.
I'll take the Broncos plus
Little
the
lunch
I mean,
All right.
-7. Yeah,
in a half. Give me the hook.
-7.5. I'll do it.
Okay. All right, we do lunch.
The Indianapolis Colts 5-1. They visit the LA Chargers at 4-2. Just beat the Dolphins, of course. Chargers are a 1.5-point favorite. Does this game tickle your fancy?
Yeah. Yeah, this it seems
My
to be 2
fancy.
playoff teams and 1 division winner. Right?
And the Chargers are getting some of their key players back. Joe Alt should be
Yep.
back. Khalil
Mhm.
Mack should be back. So
The Washington Commanders visit the Dallas Cowboys. Commanders 3-3. The Cowboys a stupid 2-3-1. Dallas is a 1.5-point favorite. Does this game tickle your fancy?
Is it we're still 1 o'clock?
no, it's a
4:25.
4:25.
4 okay. Yeah, I'll watch that. I'll watch that. I mean, Washington
My
is fun to
fancy is
watch,
tickled.
right?
Yeah.
And Dallas can't stop nobody, but they can score. And CeeDee Lamb is going to be back, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Packers at 3-1-1 are going to visit the Arizona Cardinals at 2-4.
5-point
Four-
favorites.
6.5-point road
6.5.
favorites for the Packers. Tickle your fancy? I don't know if Kyler Murray's back.
No.
Fancy.
I
not
wanted to say yes, but
He's
I would only be lying to myself.
Okay, fair enough. I think you have 2 games that are better in that slate anyway. And then Sunday Night Football, Leroy.
Mm-hmm.
The Atlanta Falcons, who will be the Dolphins' opponent next week. They are 3-2, visiting the San Francisco 49ers, who are 4-2. San Francisco is a 2.5-point favorite. Does this game tickle your fancy?
Yes. It's basically
My fancy is tickled.
OG San Francisco versus new San Francisco. Same coach. They run very similar offenses. They run the ball, that outside zone stuff. Same thing Mike McDaniel tries to do also. Outside zone with Bijan. They do it with CMC. Throw Bijan the ball, throw CMC the ball. But here's the kicker. Atlanta's the number 1 defense in the league. I know that's shocking, but they get after it. So it'll be interesting to see. I probably would. The only thing that terrifies me. That's a long trip, dude. That trip is long.
From a short week, yeah.
Yeah, that's a long trip. Oh my goodness.
And once again, we have a doubleheader on Monday Night Football.
Damn. I like that 7 o'clock game. I like that 7 o'clock start, but I'm going to be honest with you. If I get invested in that 7 o'clock game, I'm going to forget all about that second game.
Well, the second game's super late this week. 7 o'clock, you have Buccaneers at Lions.
Ooh,
Detroit.
that's a good one.
Detroit's a 5.5-point favorite. Tickle your fancy?
Yeah, over a 5.5-point favorite over. Whew.
Mind you, Tampa is not going to have their rookie standout receiver, no Curtis Godwin, and Mike Evans may come back. Bucky Irving will be missing as
Who?
well.
Abuka?
Abuka. Yes.
Abuka, yeah.
He's out. Godwin's out.
He was balling too. But
Detroit
are we
hasn't-
to the point? Are we to the point now where we can say, but they have Baker? Because that dude been throwing to whoever, right? I know it's like he's been getting it done with all them guys being hurt.
It's also Detroit at home where Goff is like doesn't lose.
Yeah, I know. It'd be a good game. That might be one of the games I'm looking forward to all weekend.
And then finally, our last game at 10 o'clock. I know you won't be up, but theoretically, if you were Seattle, Leroy, Texans at Seahawks, does that all right, fair enough. That does not tickle your fancy. We'll take a break. Get you caught up with your headlines, including another rough night for the Cats. Canes getting ready to go tonight. And the Miami Heat final preseason game. Dolphins got trade rumors swirling. We'll get into some of that next hour as well. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM as we take you guys up until 2. Get to our headlines this hour, which are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito. Our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Miami Heat back in preseason action tonight. Programming note, that game will be on AM 560 for those who want to listen. For the Hoops fans out there, maybe you don't root for the Canes. I don't know. The Heat and Grizzlies gets going tonight. 8 o'clock is your tip-off from the Kaseya Center. 6:45 is preheat with Solana and Tommy Tag. That will be on AM 560. And then, of course, the Canes. Our coverage is going to get going at 3 o'clock countdown to kickoff for our 7 o'clock kickoff from Hard Rock Stadium. That is on FM 104.3. And you guys can listen to that. Canes and Louisville. That is a 13.5-point spread tonight for the Canes. So there you go. A little double dip of action. The Panthers have the night off after suffering their 3rd straight loss yesterday at the hands of the New Jersey Devils, which frustrating. You can hear in the voice of Paul Maurice. He's not exactly pleased with the way they are playing right now. Big adjustment period for the Panthers. A lot of guys hurt. They lost Kulikov this week. We know they've been without Barkov and Kachuk. Kachuk's not going to be back till probably Christmas time. So Paul Maurice is he's finding some stuff. He's finding some. They're trying to figure some things out. But this is what Paul had to say after the game. Leroy trying to figure things out.
I like the way they played in the middle, blocking out the guys on the inside to the outside.
I appreciate the positivity that you're throwing at me. That little bit of a listen. We're pretty structurally sound for a handful of games, and we've gotten away from it. You see it sometimes on back-to-back. I didn't think that we were very good tonight. And we'll do it as a whole group together, coaches and players.
There you go. Didn't help that, of course, you had old Gaff McGee over there with the zebra stripes on.
It's pretty amazing how, like, Paul Maurice just tells it like it is.
Yep.
Right? There's been times where you thought they played an excellent game, and he goes, nah, there's some things I wasn't like, we won, but there's some things that, right? And then there's times where they would lose 5 in a row. He goes, man, I got to tell you, we're playing some good hockey.
He's been saying that about the goalies, like Tarasov and Bob. He's like, yeah, they've been good, but he's the offense right now. The Cats throwing pucks at the net and trying to get some traffic and makes it happen. Just hadn't been there for him. Hasn't been there.
It's weird because it almost seems like there's a lot of guys that have the puck a lot more that kind of can't really handle it the way the other guys could, and so it's not as fluid. When they get on the offensive end.
Barkey's a big loss, man. I mean, I don't know. I think we got a little spoiled thinking the Cats.
I think it's Barkey and others. Like when you start losing not only Barkey and then Kachuk, Kulikov,
and this is a lot of the depth that they've had in the back ends,
right?
Of lines. And you got a lot of the new guys getting penalties. But Barkov, dude, he's not a guy that's easily replaced. Like there's a reason people refer to him as one of the best players. Like Kachuk, okay, Kachuk's like an irritant. There's definitely that. But Kachuk, Kachuk's a little bit like we've said this. Like he's like playoff Jimmy. He's going to show up when it matters. And the thing with him is you want to get him back 100% because we haven't seen 100% Kachuk in nearly 2 years.
2 years, right?
So you got to get him right. And Barkov he's so good at everything, and it does feel like they're a bit of a one-man band now with Marchand, Little Lundy. That line's working together, but everybody else, it's unfortunate. Rhino thought that he had the game tire last night, and he did not because the old stupid referee doesn't know how to look at a stupid camera.
After review of the call on the ice stands, we have a goal. Oh, sorry.
Oh, hang on.
Excuse me. After review, there is no goal. Florida will be charged a bench minor penalty for delay of game.
That's, what's crazy?
Let's go to hell, dude.
Not only do you not get the goal, but then you go on a man down.
Oh, yeah. The challenge is no joke. This was the look that Paul Maurice gave the official after it was reviewed. He's just like, Hey, man.
So that goal wasn't going to tie the game. That goal was just going to make it 3-2.
He was I think they had that. They were just he was one of those things where that's a look back at the replay. They were showing it on there again, going back with the whole challenge. But it was man, it was really frustrating last night. Really frustrating. Eric Spoelstra, he was named Team USA coach yesterday, and they had a little press conference yesterday at the Kaseya Center. And this is Spo getting a surprise from his team.
On the 2025-26 Miami Heat.
Yes, Those knuckleheads, like you think they coming in all professional, right?
You're making suicide, Simone.
All right, I want to see Nico, Pella. I want you guys to come to the front. Vlad, I want to hear it. Nico, I want to see it. Yeah, you too, Simo. I want to see it. All right. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, thank you.
Spo sitting here, he goes from Person, you're from America.
Yeah, they're gonna run suicide tomorrow.
Yeah, but look, half of his team ain't gonna even have a chance of playing for him.
Nope. Eric Spoelstra also giving some love to Pat Riley, and this is what he had to say on The Godfather.
Ball person, but the greatest basketball mentor in my life has been Coach Riley, and I would never be in this position without the success that we've had here at the Miami Heat. We've had so many really good teams. We've been able to get to the mountaintop, and we are regarded as a winning organization, and that's because of the leadership from Mickey Arison and Pat, and we become beneficiaries of that. So I'm so grateful for the opportunity of these 30 years to be able to work for the Heat, to have this opportunity with USA Basketball. And I do want to thank Grant and Sean and Jim Tooley for this opportunity, because there are a lot of amazing coaches out there. I understand that. I respect that. There's a culture with USA Basketball, and I know there will be thoughts about the culture of the Miami Heat, which we feel strongly about, but the culture of USA Basketball is one of a great history. It's a culture of service where you have the best American players that raise their hand, that say, I want to volunteer for this and represent our country at the highest level. There's a culture of a competitive spirit.
Competitive spirit.
There you go.
Building championship habits.
Coach of America, Eric Spoelstra.
Yep.
Good for him, man.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that. And then the Heat will finish up their preseason tonight, 8:00. You got MLB playoffs tonight.
I won't watch 1 second of it.
That's okay. I will. I'll let you know.
You are? You're not going to watch Canes?
I'm not like you. I have the ability to throw up 2 TVs just fine and be good with watching everything at once.
There's a hierarchy here.
Yeah,
and it
hierarchy
starts with game importance.
Yeah, it's big.
You
TV.
just told me it doesn't matter. Preseason don't matter.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna go back and forth between that and get frustrated and watching the number 2 team in the country.
Right. Well, I don't have the same TV rules as you where you're like, I only can have 1 TV. I will put my large TV, will have the Hurricanes on, and then a sidekick TV will have the Heat on. And I don't have to choose.
I can do that. I choose not to.
You choose not to because setting up technology is not your...
I can set up. What are you talking about?
Come on, dude.
Did I need your help to set up my technology?
Who? With what?
When I was listening to the Browns and watching.
You listen to the radio like it's 1940, like you're Bert Sugar.
No, I could have put the picture on there, but I don't.
You could have put the picture on there.
Yeah.
You liked listening to the old time radio.
No, I can follow it just as fine.
Mm-hmm.
No, you like drinking lemonade, listening to old time.
He does. He does. He loves.
Yeah.
He loves sitting there.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I expect that from you, Tobin.
What?
Not you, Vlad.
Well,
I was just fine. Was I not telling you everything that was going on in both games? That's all I need.
Okay, but you don't want to set up another television because you don't like
don't.
setting up technology. Like
No,
to me, it's
no. It has nothing to do with that. I could easily just go in the room where
could you easily?
Yeah, easily. I could just go into the room where I am right now, hook one up to the monitor, and hook the other one up on my laptop very easily.
Okay, Leroy, you do fist pumps for remembering your password, dude. Like this isn't your thing. Like I'm not sitting here and I'm going to listen to you do. Oh, I could easily do it.
Point for Tobin.
Clearly, we don't have a trust tree.
What do you mean? Everybody sees it when you do it.
See it. You're like, yeah.
When was the last time I did? I haven't done it.
No, you've been clean lately, but it was a tradition for like a little bit there.
Yeah, because they made us change our password every 12 seconds.
No, I know.
And Jennifer, okay, we get it. We got it. Man, piling up. Why? This is old people abuse. I ain't do nothing. I ain't got no weapon. Why are we?
Elderly abuse, is that what
this is gonna get bumped up to a felony.
Look,
what
dude,
y'all doing to me?
All we know is the old aren't very good with technology. You don't want two TVs, it's too many buttons. I get it.
No, it has nothing to do with too many buttons. I like concentrating on one game.
Leroy listening to a portable radio up to his ear in a rocking chair.
Nope. I got ear pods. Thank you.
Drinking lemonade.
We weren't drinking lemonade. We was drinking cider boy.
No. Grape drink. He was grape juice.
Grape juice. You guys say there's a big difference between grape juice and grape drink. No. Grape drink tastes like orange drink, red drink, and yellow drink at the corner store.
Yeah, but
you have a big gallon bottle.
You have some weird thing with football where you're like, you like being able to figure out the football without seeing it. It's like hieroglyphics. I don't know. You're like, so I can Vlad, look at that box score and I can see what's going on.
Vlad,
he's Clint Eastwood.
No, yeah. Vlad. When the ticker, when the ticker goes by, I can tell you everything that's happening on the game just with the ticker.
Right. You know what's better than that? Having the actual game on another screen.
Let me just be clear. When I am forced to go split screen with the Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns, I'm going to go ahead and take a hard pass on that. I'm going to pick one and watch it.
Okay, let me ask you.
Fair enough, but even if you wanted to, you couldn't do it.
Yes, I could.
What's going to happen this week when both teams are playing each other? Can you split to watch another game?
I won't do it.
No, he won't have his earpiece in.
I won't.
Why do you need?
I just like. Well, I really just like.
Call? You need.
No, I really just like watching one game. Right?
You say that, but also you can't set up.
I just say that I can't. Man, don't tell me what I can and can't do. If I wanted to watch dual TVs, I could do that.
Not sure.
Okay, I'm gonna take a picture. Okay, I'm gonna do dual TVs just to show you.
No, because then you're gonna unplug, and Fonz is across the country now. Like I don't want you to have to call him and be like, "How do I do this? What input is it?"
see, because if I did have to hit, look, wait, Vlad. Here's the problem. If I should happen to hit a technological snafu, right? Instead of helping me, he will mock me based on all our other previous experiences, right? You know what? I go back to the seatbelt. You could have you
I'm happy to help if you want me to help.
He sat there and looked at me and went, "That seatbelt kicking your ass." Like the Uber driver was getting nervous. I almost ripped the door off the hinges.
Kate South says, I think Tobin just Bugs Bunny Leroy into 2 TVs.
Yeah.
All to
I'm
watch.
just saying,
All to
he's
watch.
supposed to be my friend, and all he is like conning me to do stuff or
Because
making fun of me.
You're making fun of me for watching Heat preseason while the Canes are going on. I'm going to watch both.
No, I'm going to agree with Tobin, and I'm going to tell you why, Leroy. Because
Why?
if you do the 2 TVs, you're going to see, oh, my God, I should have been doing this from a long time. And then you're going to be like, you know what? I got to tell you guys something.
You know I can do split screen on my TV and watch 2 different games.
Yeah. Well, theoretically, in the manual, you could do it, but could you do it?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, dude, I don't know.
What are we doing?
I don't know if you know. Do you know what PIP is?
Yeah. Picture in picture. Stop.
Yeah, they don't have that anymore.
Stop. Why you hold on? Why y'all think I'm a technological nincompoop? Right?
Leroy, I don't think we've seen.
No, you haven't.
You have no
Leroy,
shot. You could
we've
never set up.
seen it.
Yeah, you could never set up a quad box.
Leroy, it's
the
not
quad
us
box?
that said
Oh,
you're
in the
128 versus technology. It's the listeners that know you're 128 versus technology.
I just choose to let y'all have the dub on that. But if
It
I
ain't
needed
choosing.
if
It's
I
just an
needed to,
absolute fact.
if I needed to, I could kick technology's ass. But I
Leroy.
just y'all want to make it a little funny, so
Leroy.
I'll go ahead and let you do it.
So wait. This is
Fact
like
and you getting your ass kicked by technology.
Look.
Those are the 3 givens in life.
we have 2 bits on this show that have adorably turned into bits, but they're not bits because you choose them to be bits. They're bits because that is just a fact. You losing versus technology and J-Fig never getting to the studio on time. Like, those are just things that are just so.
Stray.
Schmeathan said you're a 16th seed versus the technology.
You are. You're like Long Island University.
What?
Dave said your record is your record, and headphones kick your ass too.
Oh,
Like when did this become a Let's Bash Leroy bit?
when you made fun of me for watching preseason basketball tonight.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
It's not
You
ridiculous.
got the number 2 team in the country, and you choosing to watch.
Well, I'll say another thing. Here's the thing. It's hard with like something like hockey. College football moves very slow with these breaks. Like the halftime takes forever.
Oh my
you need
goodness,
some,
you're
you
right.
need some in between entertainment.
But see, I
you know?
go back and forth.
I don't want to go back and forth. I'll just swirl to the TV. Oh, Canes are back on.
Okay.
I'm good. Take a break. Back after this. Okay, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy. Get to a little 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored here, which is brought to you by the Lexus TX. Room for all your passions in 3 rows of luxurious comfort. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. So yesterday, Miami Dolphins, a lot of trade rumors out there. This happens when you're 1-5. The buzzards be circling. So it's going on. Jaylen Waddle yesterday. This was what he had to say on dealing with the trade rumors that are swirling around. A lot of Giants rumors, around Jaylen Waddle right now. And this is what he had to say.
I think we just got a great group of leaders, captains, that's not going to let the team just collapse and fold. We got a lot of great guys, young guys that's willing to learn and take the next step to where this team needs to go. We got, I think, like 11 games left. We can make them with what we want.
I apologize. I played the wrong cut. This is what he said on the rumors.
Right. Your name is coming up on some trade conversations. What do you think when you hear that from the outside?
I'm just focused on the game, honestly. Focused on the Browns and just trying to get a win.
Do you see that stuff on social media when they create the images with you in other uniforms, things like that? Is it hard to ignore?
Not really. I really don't see too much. Honestly, if my agent or anything don't contact me, then I really don't see too much.
I love online rumors, especially when it doesn't involve people poaching players from my favorite teams.
Yesterday, you weren't too happy.
I wasn't too happy with that, and I didn't like yesterday that people were like, I don't know, Jaylen Waddle appeared to remove Miami from his bio. I'm like, did he ever have it? Does anybody have the previous post? I don't know. You could just, how do I know somebody just post that? He wouldn't do that. He still's got the dolphin emoji on his Twitter.
You know what I love? I love how when it's everybody else and there's rumors of that player maybe linked to one of your favorite teams in Miami, you're all into it. Cause a stink, make it stink. All of that. But when it's one of your players,
started thinking about him waddling. I don't like it. Imagine him waddling in a Giants jersey or a
he's the
jersey.
Worst. When it comes to that dude, because there's a Tobin in every city.
No.
There's a guy who loves their team so much and think everybody want to play for their team.
Ugh. Well, Mike McDaniel said today, he said all these rumors are baseless.
It's a time of year where there's a lot of trade rumors swirling. Do you ever feel the need to address that with players, to have those conversations if legitimate offers come in, or even if there's just a lot of outside speculation surrounding a particular player?
Yeah, it's tricky. Just, for the record, all rumors about Miami Dolphins players are baseless currently. That's unfortunate for I personally, not just this year or for this team personally, I don't this time of year kind of bothers me for the sake of the individual player that's having to answer questions about his long-term journey or potential, or has his where he's playing questioned on rumors or thoughts of other people. We're focused on the Browns, and I try not to give legs to any of those rumors. But if I was an individual player, probably wouldn't be the greatest thing to hear. But fortunately for us, is we got a team of players focused on the Browns, and I won't let them stray from that focus. Is with really everything that I can possibly do.
No, well, if there's one thing we know about Mike McDaniel, he's been excellent at not letting players stray from focus. He's really nailed that.
It's unfortunate that somebody could, say something on the internet, and then the players are forced to respond, to answer a question because somebody else read another post from a guy who they don't even may not even be legitimate. right?
Nah, you got to take Ricky Scoop seriously, dude.
I'm just saying. It's a shame. Like, I don't think people really understand, how like just nerve-wracking that is. That some guy who wants to click will say something about a player, and then your local people will see it and then come and ask you about it, and you're like, I was just watching TV yesterday. I had no idea, and somebody decided that they were going to write a story about me, and now I'm responding to it. Right? It's crazy. I think I was in rumors. Metcalf was in rumors, and then I remember getting a call Saturday morning. Everybody didn't have cell phones early 90s. 7:00 in the morning on a Saturday, and they go, I'm like, hello? Yeah, Metcalf just got traded. What are your thoughts?
Damn.
Yeah,
called you?
Huh?
Who was it?
Mary Kay. I'm like, how you even get my number?
Boots on the ground.
Yeah. But you know why I give her the utmost respect? Because she was really young. Her first year was like my second year in the league. Right? And that was back when it was still like some guys weren't very professional about it. And she just, and she's been there ever since. Right. So
she's the queen of
every time I see her, we have a talk, hug it out.
She definitely also
got
seems
families and stuff. So yeah.
She also seems like the only Cleveland media member who's not a complete lunatic.
No, she's not. One day, there was something going on.
Every city has their lunatic, by the way. You want to know who the Cleveland one is? Who we can't? And he ended up working for the Browns.
Rizzo.
No.
Grossi.
Yeah.
Tony DeGrossi.
When he was writing when we played, he was always that negative Nancy.
Mary Kay did a radio hit for us back at NBC Sports Radio while taking her daughter to a K-pop concert.
Yeah, she's
Like,
she's
that's
really
how
cool. She's really cool. And you know what? When you know what somebody, had to ordeal and go through to get to where she is now, we go back and forth all the time because I don't always agree with her, but I respect the hell out of her because I know, you know what I mean? She got some skin in the game. She's not just trying to get clicks. So I've never had a problem with her, even when I played, but she was really young when she started and yeah, it wasn't as easy and professional of an environment as it was back. It wasn't as professional back then.
We'll take a break. Back with more for this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members, Rush just announced their 50-something tour, and we've got your chance for you and a guest to win a flyaway to see them at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Prizes includes tickets to the show, round-trip airfare, and a 2-night stay at a hotel. To enter, go to WQAM.com. This is a national contest. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hi, how you doing?
How are you feeling today?
Pretty good.
You just got back from a tour?
No, I went hunting.
And I meant a tour like in Nam.
Wow. I went hunting.
Hunting.
You even know what Nam is?
What you go hunting for?
Well, the first thing I think about when I hear tour, come on, guys, it's me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think a concert.
Yeah.
So
No. What you hunting for?
I didn't realize it was Bass Pro Shop Friday. I thought it was Vice Shirt Friday.
it's Band Shirt Friday. Sorry.
Sports Talk on WQAM is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL and CBS on Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Let us get to the mixed bag here on a Friday. And we'll start off with a fellow Michigan Wolverine for Leroy Horde, and that is Kenneth Grant, who got his first full sack. And even with all the team struggles, he says, that was kind of cool.
It felt pretty good, way more than good. It felt great, just get that out the way. And, they come in bunches, as we say, so many more to come.
All right. Sounds like a promise to me.
I would just like him to make tackles.
I would like that too.
Or not make a tackle 5 yards down the field.
Well, he was the only guy who got a hold of Justin Herbert and didn't go anywhere because he's a giant.
Right.
So that was helpful. That definitely was helpful in that game. Speaking of pass rushers, familiar with Micah Parsons?
Yeah.
He's not very happy with officials right now.
I just wanted to call it both ways. That's all I ask. We put so much emphasis on protecting the offense, protect the defense. A guy could be trying to catch the ball, and you make a defensive play so he doesn't catch it, and it's targeting. It's a flag now. But a defensive end could be rushing and engaged with another player, and the guy could come blow his ribs out. And we're not considered defenseless, but like we said, it's an offensive league. I think a guy damn near hurt Van Ness last week. What are we doing? If you're going to say it's about protecting the players, then protect all players. Don't just protect one side of the ball. Who are we kidding? You want to fine guys for putting their head down, but you can be engaged with an offensive tackle and the guard can come put his head right into your head. What are we talking about here? And look how many times that's on film. Guys putting their head down and trying to come clean your clock. But you can't do that to offensive players. Get a $50,000 fine. I might get a fine for this conference.
There you go. Mike
there's some truth to that, because you remember I was pretty heated when Nick Chubb got hurt.
Yep.
And I had the same complaint that somebody was holding him up high, and then was it Minka that came in and took his legs out?
I don't recall who it was.
He was a defenseless player at that point. And we have guys sitting around a round table determining what plays look bad instead of what plays are bad.
Mm-hmm.
And you can protect all players. Now, I will say this. You can't ever get rid of chipping, because basically you're being a coward by saying, why can't they just block me man on man, right? And so it can't be that. But I also agree with the premise of there's defenseless players all over the field. And if you're going to do it for one, then you need to come up with defenseless rules for everybody. And they really don't do it. They've deemed certain plays without looking at the whole game.
Mm-hmm. Big night for the old last night. Starting off in the ALCS, Max Scherzer.
What we trying to do here?
What? It was a big night for the old.
It was a big night for the old. All the
You're
40
calling yourself out if you're.
You got
saying these are funny.
quarterbacks, you got
Scherzer.
pitcher,
Yeah.
Scherzer.
Well, John Schneider, he is the manager for the Blue Jays, and he tried to take Max Scherzer out, and Max Scherzer said no. And here's what John Schneider said about
It
that.
was awesome. I thought he was going to kill me. It was great. He locked eyes with me, both colors as I walked out. And it's not fake. That's the thing. It's not fake. He has this Mad Max persona, but he backed it up tonight. So it was, the infielders had a good laugh too out there, and he got the job done.
Yeah, that's the other thing. He's got that extra scary look with the one brown eye, one blue eye with Max Scherzer.
Here's the other thing. Young pitchers, don't think you can get away with that. Everybody can't do that.
Oh, no, there's certain young pitchers that can get away with it.
Yeah, like Skeens.
Skeens,
Skeens.
Yeah, they can get away with it.
Well, but Skeen, you don't even go out there. What's the other guy's name? Skubal?
Skubal.
Yeah. There's some young guys, but Sandy could never get away with it.
Sandy did get away with it. Sandy went at Don Mattingly all the time.
Yeah, but he still got taken out.
Not always. One time he did, and then Don Mattingly was like, "I'm not doing that anymore." Because they gave up his lead, and he was pissed.
Yeah, Garrett Cole could do it.
Yeah,
Yankees.
Well,
I think that's it. And maybe Hunter Green of the Reds, but it was it.
Scherzer definitely has the credentials to do that, as he's trying to get the Blue Jays to the World Series and go and get his third championship. So we'll see what happens there. On the football side of old, Aaron Rodgers, he says it's not going to be a roller coaster ride, baby.
I think you got to realize, listen, we want to win every game. There needs to be an expectation of winning, but this is a short week, division opponent, anything can happen. Obviously, Joe played really well for them, and Chase and T got going for him. But this is the NFL. We had a chance to really open up some space, but we're 4-2, still first in the division. Got a couple, home games coming up, back-to-back, another Sunday night opportunity against my former team. So I'm not going to ride the roller coaster, and I know Mike isn't, and hopefully you guys follow suit.
Mike Tomlin doesn't look like he likes roller coasters.
Mm-mm. You look like you ever see the roller coaster where the dude just staring?
Yep.
See, why did he have to say that comment?
What?
I say I listen to people, against my former team Sunday night. Like, what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you got 2 home games coming up. We know what's happening next Sunday night. For a guy that doesn't want attention, he claims.
Right.
He's always letting the attention.
Fled.
He's not my quarterback.
You're the only one.
He's not my quarterback.
You're the only one falling for that. I ain't falling for that.
I said he's not my quarterback anymore.
I know, but I'm saying I'm not falling for the I don't like the attention, because he always making attention-worthy comments.
Some are saying that
And if he go and hide, he gonna send a memo as to where he's hiding.
Well, I'm not saying this, but some people are saying that Jalen Ramsey did his best Eli Apple impression last night.
Oh.
Start the show. Anything that I did like, I was like, man, I don't know why they putting him out there, because it's exposure. It is national.
You're gonna have to ice them hammies after this game.
They just blitzed him. They didn't care what it was. They threw at him at every chance that they can, and he was having a hard time stopping Higgins and Chase.
And then you know what they were doing? They run him on a go route and then run him on a crossing route. Go route, crossing route, then come back. Them legs was hot. Them hammies were hot.
Well, here's what Mike Tomlin had to say about the big night from the big duo wide receivers for the Bengals.
We played these guys a bunch. We double-teamed them some. We double-teamed 5 some. It's a mix. A mix is required. They got depth and talent. Just like the one play 80 made down the middle, we were doubling them both, and they were one-on-one in that circumstance. And so, there's many ways you can analyze it, but the bottom line is they made more plays than we did.
There you go. Straight into the point for Mike
You don't know people's name? He just called him 80. Wow. That's almost disrespectful.
Is that Gesicki?
It's almost disrespectful, right?
I don't think Mike Tomlin. I don't think he likes to put a name to the face. He gives you numbers.
Do you know the name of the player there, Leroy?
I don't have to. I ain't playing against him.
I know 5 is Higgins.
I know 1 is Chase.
Yeah. Is that Fairmouth?
No, it's,
that's he's on the other team.
No, he's on their team.
No, but they got a weird.
I think it's Iosivas. Andre Iosivas or Iosivas.
I'm sorry, Mike Tomlin. That's why he ain't say it.
Yeah, that's I'll put the brother out. I'll call the brother out.
I ain't gonna call. I take it back. Once after review, the play stands.
Joe Flacco, he's wearing number 16, and he says he loves this.
It was a lot of fun, but there's your mind's not necessarily thinking that way for the full 60 minutes. But obviously, the last 7 seconds, but even that, there's 3 seconds. They got a Hail Mary off. You're still, I've been through enough of these to wait until that clock hits 0 to be excited. So, but listen, I love doing this. I've been doing it for such a long time. When you're out there with the guys and you're doing what you want to do and you're having success and you can look in each other's eyes and just you get that feeling, of bonding with somebody else and just it's a lot of fun. And it's a lot more fun when that clock hits 0 and you've gotten the job done.
They all like gazing the eyes a lot.
They do.
You notice that?
The old like reflecting.
They like looking in people's eyes as they get older. Man, Flacco does not love his family, bro. I'm telling you, he's doing everything he can not to stay with his family.
Don't he have a bunch of kids?
Respectfully, I think that's the other old quarterbacks. Phillip Rivers, a lot of kids. I think he's got a normal amount of kids.
Kurt Warner,
a lot of kids.
Phillip Rivers.
But his kids troll him. Like his kids were trolling him when he was on the Jets. He goes, F these kids.
I mean, you would troll too if your dad was the quarterback of the Jets. But I'm just saying. This guy, every chance he gets, he doesn't. I'll carry a clipboard instead of looking at these kids.
Dad, wouldn't you rather have a catch with me than Jamar Chase? Absolutely not. We'll take a break. Final hour coming on up. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. It's a Friday. It's a game night. Let's get to our headlines, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com as we got Canes and Cards coming up tonight. Miami Hurricanes taking on the Louisville Cardinals at 7 o'clock. Countdown to kickoff begins at 3 o'clock, but of course, we will be with you here getting ready for this matchup. Canes are 13.5-point favorites. That's on FM 104.3 tonight. And all our coverage gets going with Hollywood and Brian Monroe from The Rock. And then, of course, DBJ and Joe Zagacki will have your call from the booth as the Canes look to keep running up their unbeaten record so far this season. Number 2 in the country, 5-0. And, the line's gone down a little bit. The Canes are now 11.5-point favorites.
Really?
Action in on the Birds.
It's that Friday night game. People betting that. I don't think many people think the Canes are going to lose.
No, but, I mean, from it to go from 13.5 to now 2 points down, something's going on.
Yeah,
The Sharps.
Something fishy.
Something
the Sharps.
definitely going on.
Something fishy there. Something fishy.
Is
But
somebody
anyway.
playing or somebody suspended? Or
I don't know. It's a good question, Vlad. Those are good questions. Those are good questions. Those are fair
crazy.
questions.
No, that's crazy, Tobin, for a 2-point drop.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the day of the game.
It's weird.
All that money coming in.
But
You
where?
think Louisville's that good?
I don't
Papa
think
John still care about them? Is he throwing a bag in there? Jack Harlow?
Lamar Jackson's
Donovan
not playing
Mitchell?
for them. You know, it's not like Lamar's going to come back and play.
They're
for them.
not bad.
No, they're not bad. They're not bad. They're not bad.
And if they hadn't lost in overtime, double overtime last week, they'd have been ranked.
Definitely got to be wary of all these ACC matchups for sure. This has been a cursed conference for the Canes. You always got to worry about the slip ups, but this Canes team has been handling its business. You know, they just seem top to bottom like they got some great players all over the place. Carson Beck's looked real solid. The run game with Fletcher and Browns looked awesome. Malachi Toney, my God.
They got a big boy at wide receiver. I forgot his name, but he's like 6'2", 215, 220.
You talking about the Cards?
Yeah.
Or the Canes?
The Cards. He is a big boy.
Chris Bell.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah, he's got 35 catches for 502 yards and 4 touchdowns so far this season.
He's had 300 the last 2 weeks, though.
Well, he can't have 300 the last 2 weeks because he only has 500 for the season.
No, he has 300 the last 2 weeks. Look at it. Like, what do you think? I just pulled that out of the thin air?
How does he have 300 the last 2 weeks if he has 500 total yards in the season?
His first 3 weeks weren't that good?
Huh?
He has 300 the last 2 weeks. He has 500 for the year.
I thought you meant he had 300 each of the last 2 weeks.
You are the only.
Did anybody else feel like he said that? I feel like that's what he said.
I will admit I wasn't paying attention to either one of you.
I think he said it wrong.
I could rewind and listen.
The last 2 weeks he's combined for 300 yards. Did you know that?
Okay.
That's exactly what I said.
Not really. It felt like you said he had 300 the last 2 weeks. Like,
really?
Each of the last
You
2
think
weeks.
you know?
I was like, that's pretty good.
Dude.
You should say things clearer.
Should clarify things for Tobin.
Yeah. Everybody else, I think everybody else is on the same page with me.
No. Absolutely not.
-1.
Who? For who?
For you.
Wait, we have
both
to
of you.
clarity?
For both of you.
Why?
For you not listening to what Leroy's saying, and for why you winked? By the way, why did you wink there, Toby?
That's what he does.
No reason.
You just winked for no reason.
You know what he realized? You know what that wink was?
Why are
My
you
bad.
winking?
My bad. That was a my bad wink.
That was.
Yeah. my bad.
I'm trying to get into an explanation, and he just
Bro,
winked.
you
at me.
have
I'm
to.
like, oh man, that's that wink. Like, yeah, I know I messed
Yeah.
up. All right.
Like, I mean, he really argued. He said he only has 500 for the season. I'm like,
Yeah, but you made it sound like he had 600 over the last 2 weeks. which would be pretty good.
See, they all said Leroy said it right. Leroy said he's had 300 the last 2 weeks.
Not sure.
Oh my goodness!
Listen back on the podcast, Leroy. Make sure you said it right.
Good plug.
Oh man, the Heat. Meanwhile, they'll be on the AM dial tonight. They will be playing the Memphis Grizzlies, who also have not won in the preseason.
Oh, so somebody's gonna win.
Somebody's has got to go.
Is Ja playing? Or is he gonna?
Well, they usually say that when they're both are 6-0.
Yeah, that's usually
not when they're 0-5. Wait, haven't the Heat played more preseason games than mostly everybody else?
Yeah, the most I think you can play is 6, and this is their 6th. A lot of people will just play like 4.
Are they playing starters today, or this is just all the guys trying to?
I don't know. I could.
I'm again. Can I just say this?
I can honestly see them playing.
Can I put this out there?
Nope.
Nothing against Spo. Okay. Nothing against all the players. I think there's a lot of good talent on that team. Okay?
Just say respectfully, Leroy.
Respectfully.
Okay.
But if there's some things you haven't figured out in well over 2 years, don't you think you need a little more action to figure it out?
That's why I wouldn't be surprised if people play tonight.
I mean, at some point, I don't want to go into the season and say, oh, well, we're still working on lineups. We're still trying to figure out. Well, if nobody playing the preseason, how you ever going to figure it out?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if people play tonight. Bam did practice yesterday. Nico practiced yesterday, so I wouldn't be surprised if they get a little bit of run.
They don't do dress rehearsal in basketball?
Not really. I don't think so. I think they tried to do it against, but everybody's been banged up, so they haven't been too healthy. This would be the most healthy they've been. Only Kasparis is really hurt, who was going to be back. So you could do it today. But the Grizzlies are legitimately like everybody's hurt. Ja's hurt, Jaren Jackson's hurt, Edie's hurt. So they got a.
This is not about the Grizzlies.
It's not about the Grizzlies. It's also like, I'll be all for it. If they play, I'll be happy with it. I don't think they're gonna. I bet you they get a little bit of run tonight.
Okay.
I would guess they do, because they don't play till Wednesday.
Again, I want to see something different. I want to see that this year is going to be different than last year. And so far, with whoever's been doing what, I'm a little hesitant to say this team is different.
They got some proving to do. That's for sure.
Okay. So you agree with me?
I do agree with you.
Okay.
I don't feel like I've spent any of this part disagreeing with you, other than your ridiculous claim that some guy had 600 yards over the last 2 weeks.
No, I did not say that. I said he had 300 yards the last 2 weeks. The fact that you made it 600 means you didn't understand what I said, because you used the same exact words that I did.
I think
same
everybody.
exact words.
I think we're all giving you a little grace.
You used the same exact words. You said
-1. We're all trying.
600 yards the last 2 weeks.
Look, we're all trying to be polite to the old. You've been a little ornery
Dude,
today.
you just used the same words I used.
You're being a little ornery. That's not how you used it. That's not how you used it.
I said the same.
You made it sound like this guy went 300 the last 2 weeks.
No.
Each.
You just said he had 600 yards the last 2 weeks. I said no. I said 300. We used the same
that's not how you
exact
made
words.
it sound. You made it sound like he had 300 each of the last 2 weeks.
No, I didn't.
Kind of did though.
Because you just said he had 600 the last 2 weeks.
Look, we're not here to quibble. We're not here to quibble. That's how you made it sound.
How you gonna use the same words that I used and then say I was wrong?
You gotcha.
Well, I said it correctly. You didn't say it clear the first
I
time.
said the same exact thing you said.
Dade South says I heard it how Tobin heard it.
But he just used the same phrase that I used.
No.
Did you not just say?
Yeah, Dade South.
A lot of people on the chat were saying that they understood Leroy.
Did you just not say he had 600 yards the last 2 weeks?
Does it ring a bell?
He's trying to send you off on this Friday.
Tell me you're bad
to oblivion.
Dude, listen, dude, we supposed to be boys. You're supposed to troll people on the internet, on social, or whatever. Why do you use these 4 hours to say, you know what? Let me mess with Leroy.
It's Friday.
He kept throwing your age at you too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that whole claim that he had last hour about the TVs.
Oh, the technology is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What you guys don't think? Why you think I'm computer illiterate?
Because we've seen.
I want you to go on live.
Uh-oh.
I want you to go on live. I want you to go on live. I don't know what's going on with my voice. And film yourself putting on the double screen.
Right.
Okay.
Without any assistance. Like I want to make sure you're alone in this room. No help from me.
I don't have any. Mima? What?
I think I put money on Mima knowing.
No, you wouldn't.
Knowing technology.
No, you wouldn't, dude. Because guess what? In this house, right now, I'm everybody's IT guy.
Oh, you're so prideful about that.
Wait, I got 3 friends here that said, oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
So ain't nobody watching nothing in that house.
Just call
That's
John
the reason
Rose.
why you
He'll
can't
help
watch
you too.
Netflix right now.
Huh?
When everybody's watching Netflix, you can't watch Netflix, right?
Oh, no. Yes, I can. I go turn it right off.
You see, there's a way for everybody in the house to watch Netflix and nobody has to be hindered.
We'll take a break. More to come in on the show. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you. A little 15 minutes of Gameday Uncensored, brought to you by the Lexus TX. Room for all your passions in 3 rows of luxurious comfort. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. Gameday Uncensored will come your way at 9 a.m. this week on FM 104.3 WQAM. Myself and Solana, Chris Perkins, and Omar Kelly joining the program as we get you ready for Dolphins and Browns. A little news on that game has just come in. Adam Schefter tweets out that Browns tight end David Njoku will miss the game with a knee injury.
Whoa.
So no Njoku for the Canes, of course, for the Browns, of course, from a Miami Hurricanes standout. So that is a bummer for Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry. I have a feeling they're going to just run it with a 60-mile-an-hour wind, 50-mile-an-hour gusting, 30-mile-an-hour wind.
They do say that's possible.
Good luck with that. That's like there might be 25 total passes thrown between both teams. If that wind is like that.
Listen, after this past week, the last thing Tua needs is a real floater getting taken back to the house for a pick 6.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to see no backward passes.
You know who might have a big week this week? Ollie Gordon.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, because I just think that you're going to need somebody to push the pile a little bit. Like, it's not going to be a fast track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
right?
going to probably rain, too.
Right. It's not going to be a fast track. So, and you're going to have to deal with that wind. That wind is no joke coming off of that lake.
Definitely going to be interesting to see how they handle it. But, yeah, look, as far as 1 and 5 matchups are concerned, every one of these games has you concerned with the Dolphins because they can't stop anybody, you know, especially out of the gate. Like, they start these things, and it's like, you know, they kind of find their footing a little bit in the second half. They seem to do better. But the Dolphins they're like Homer Simpson when he was a boxer. It feels like they got to take 100 punches before they even start to get anybody tired out.
So, of all of your sports wisdom and knowledge, you went to Homer Simpson boxing.
It's a pretty classic episode. You don't remember that? Homer Simpson had an extra layer of fat around his head. So his whole strategy as a boxer was to just let people throw a gazillion punches till they got tired. You don't recall that? No. Well,
I do remember Muhammad Ali and George Foreman fighting.
Rope-a-dope. Yep.
And
I wouldn't say
Muhammad Ali said to George Foreman, "Is that all you got?" And George Foreman said, "Yes."
Yeah, but the thing with the rope-a-dope was that was by design. You know, I don't think that the Dolphins are doing this by design. It just happens to be how it is.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the Homer Simpson analogy. But
Homer wasn't doing this because he was skilled. Like, it wasn't strategic. He was just a bum.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've just listened to 2 minutes of breaking down Homer Simpson's boxing acumen and skill set. I can't believe I just.
He got you into talking about cartoons, Leroy.
Yes,
how do you feel about that?
That was it. Leroy got you. You saw Tobin got Leroy, and that was it. He mentioned Homer Simpson. Leroy thought about it. It's like, out of all the descriptions, you said Homer, and then Tobin went into a full detail.
Right. Well, I mean, one of us on this show has to be clear. It's not like him with his stats that he's just throwing around willy-nilly. Guys out here spewing nonsense. Like, guys are running for $600 a week.
Crazy. And like he's the IT man all of a sudden.
Right. Yeah. It's
what the hell is going on here today?
It's very tough. You know, I don't know what to do.
All right. Okay. That's where we are now, huh? It only took me 3.5 hours to figure it out, but I'm on to you now.
What are we on to?
Come on.
No, what do you mean?
Like, so when things are going slow, you could go to Old Faithful. Leroy and technology, huh?
Yeah. It is Old Faithful.
Just don't do any kind of technology thing around your daughter's date tonight. I'm just saying.
Dude, what if you had a technical mishap and Buddy came in?
That's
it? Like he was like, "Oh, this ain't nothing, Mr. Hood."
That'll ruin the whole muscle
If you-
shirt up.
he's like,
Like,
"Oh,"
nothing.
and then he's like, "Oh, wait a minute, Mr. Hood. You know you could watch four games at
Yeah,
once."
like, what if his high school job is at Best Buy or something like that?
Yeah, what is he? The
Never-
audio visual guy at the
Never
at the-
happened.
at the
And she goes to McFadder, so it wouldn't be out of the realm of things.
Yeah, what if he's like the head
Saying, be
audio
careful,
visual
man.
guy?
Gonna wait 30 seconds on Schmeeth and Schmolnick saying Tobin got
He
his
already
degree at
did.
McFadder.
Oh, and actually, he said if her date calls you a jackass, I'll buy him dinner.
You'll never know.
Crazy. By the way, there's some news from the Cowboys. Apparently, Trevon Diggs is going to miss the Commanders game. He apparently suffered an accident at home, according to Brian Schottenheimer.
Uh-oh. What kind of accident?
Was
He's outside.
somebody else involved?
Yeah,
Don't
he's
have any-
outside. He's been out, like he's outside. So when you say an accident,
Don't
yeah.
have any details. I have from Josina Anderson. My understanding is the Diggs suffered a home concussion, but it did not result from a dispute. Slip in the shower?
No,
Let me
that
tell you
bong hit
something.
was hard.
I will say this though. There's many a times I've gotten a shower after Big Spoon used hair care products, and I felt like a cartoon. like
You should get one of those handles, in your shower.
How do you get a
I
concussion?
thought you said you wasn't piling on.
I'm not.
Nothing says I'm old like a handle in the shower.
I mean, you're complaining about her hair products.
Yo,
Where she gonna
wait a
live-
minute, dude. Them hair products are slippery.
They are.
Conditioner can
they
make it
say.
dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely can. But that is that's pretty crazy. We'll wonder if we'll get any details before the end of the show. We'll let you know. But he is he has a concussion.
At home, and it was no dispute.
Yeesh.
Not
Well,
no
you just
dispute
slipped
that they're
on a
gonna
banana?
talk about.
That's
She
fair.
probably said, "I dare you to report it."
Yeah, report it, dude. Go ahead. Can report this. You guys could join Solana at a Raising Cane's next Tuesday at 11 a.m. at their newest restaurant on Miramar Parkway and Southwest 172nd Avenue in Miramar. Get there by 8 a.m. and you might be one of 20 to win free Raising Cane's for a year. I wonder if you get like the whole you think that's like just a 3-piece, or you think that free is free?
I don't know. I'll see. I mean, it's right
I
down the
don't know
street from the house, so I'll see.
WQM will also have heat tickets that you guys can win. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Take a break. Play a little You Dead to Me to close things out. All right. Let's bury some people. You're dead to me. You guys get how it works at this point. Go around the room and we'll bury some people. I got a couple actually on You're Dead to Me. Numero uno goes to Uno. Tua Tagovailoa press conferences. You're dead to me. You're an oversharer, and you got to have better temperament. Your apology, while thoughtful, the damage was done, my friend. So I can't sit here and be like, oh, he really nailed it. Like it. The idea that you even had to apologize for something that was just a classic case of motor mouth was unbelievably stupid. So, Tua, your press conferences are dead to me, and that's that.
You're dead to me.
Also dead to me, I started watching Starting Five yesterday on Netflix with
You regret it already?
Actually, it's quite good, I got to say. It's quite good. Way better already than last year.
James Harden?
Oh my God, James Harden loves to party.
When his girlfriend caught that bouquet. Oof.
Look, I don't think he likes this is what we know about James Harden. That man loves Astron, okay? And I don't know I don't know if he likes being tied down. I haven't gotten to all the commitment episodes yet, but I've gotten to episode 1, which is very much a Kevin Durant, James Harden relationship type episode. But I got to tell you, man, KD, you're the second guy this week that's talked about, oh, if we would have stayed together, we would have beaten the big three. You're the second person who's tried that this week. Paul Pierce was the other. And I got to tell you, anybody doing what ifs, what may have happened, what could have happened with the big three, whether it be what teams everybody would have gone to, how many times you would have beaten the Heat, and all that stuff, you're dead to me. I'm so sick of this. And by the way, James Harden got traded away. Gee, I wonder why, KD. Maybe because he was a ghost in that series. And also, gentlemen sweep, top hats and monocles. You guys barely showed up to Game 5. So stop telling me how close you guys were. Enough of that. Nonsense. Dead to me.
You're
Leroy?
dead to me.
I'm going to tell you what's dead to me. And as much as I love the place, because I spent some time there, Cleveland weather can absolutely kick the sharpest of rocks and is dead to me, because I'm going to tell you right now, they're downplaying the weather. When it gets bad, dude, it is horrible. When it's windy, it's horrible. When it's raining, it's horrible. It is miserable. Now I'm going to put 2 1-4 teams or 1-5 teams in the mix. I'm just like, come on. They should be playing in perfect conditions. So, Cleveland weather.
You're not going to argue for me, man. I hate bad weather, especially when it's, what is it going to be, like 50 over there?
No, it's not going to be. I think it's going to be mid-70s.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Be soupy like it is here.
Nah, the humidity does never get as high as it does here.
Jennifer, who's dead to you?
Look, I've debated on even bringing this up, but I'm going to go ahead and try to beat around the bush a little bit here. Have you guys heard about the little quote that says, "Does the carpet match the drapes?"
Heard it.
Heard it.
What are you inferring on, Jennifer?
Kim Kardashian's new campaign that basically says the carpet doesn't have to match the drapes. And she released a new underwear with fake bush.
Excuse me?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I tried not bringing that up, but that was crazy.
This fake here?
Yeah.
So she's selling fashionable furry undies?
Yeah.
I mean, not for nothing.
Why would
This whole campaign is dead to me because that's crazy.
This had to be some kind of publicity stunt, yeah?
You did. Wait, what's
She's selling them and they're sold out.
I thought the whole thing was waxing, ladies.
Oh no. She's
she's going in reverse.
Wait.
bringing it back.
I put a hundy on. She doesn't. That she waxes.
I mean, I don't know.
But I'm just
no idea.
Selling undergarments.
I mean, maybe that's why she's making the underwear the way that it is, because she misses it.
I mean, is there anybody that's gonna pull it off and say false advertising?
I mean, I don't think you could sue somebody in sex for false advertising, Leroy.
No, I'm just saying.
New way of getting a beard.
I mean, what if I just unhooked my beard and put it in a box? Right? Like
maybe Tobin should
unhook
try
the beard. What are you, Abe Lincoln? What's going on?
I'm just saying, like, okay, so I don't know, dude.
That's wow. That's crazy.
You really got to give it to these Kardashians. They can really make the dumbest thing a gazillion dollars.
I thought it was a joke.
How much is a pair of furry thongs?
It's about $37. I checked.
Jeez.
And they come in multiple colors and styles.
Really?
So
if you dye your hair, you want now? Does it stick out the sides to let you know, or just sit right on top?
You trying to see if it has a Groucho Marx mustache?
No, I'm just saying. Does like
well, maybe there's like a
Finn's upset it perfectly. Just
I know
for free.
I know.
Well,
I mean, women spend amounts of money to get it ripped off. So
maybe they got a 70s party coming up or something, dude.
70s party. You weren't even born. You weren't even alive. Why would you? What would you know about a 70s party?
I just said that's all the rage back then.
Watch videos.
Why can't he say that, Leroy?
Yeah.
He's watched movies.
It's like you weren't aware that there was hair back in the 70s.
Boy, this show came to a screeching halt.
You're welcome. You guys were talking about nipple piercings earlier and nipple clamps, so you're welcome.
Hey, look, that pony just wants to pierce his nipples. Good for him, but I don't know.
He had that intention anyway.
I can't think of I can't think of somebody that said I want a bush down there. Right? And to go one step further, see.
Wait a minute.
I think we need to move on.
Yeah, it's
I'm calling a technical foul.
Isn't it gonna get? It's gonna get sweaty. You know what? I'm gonna give you you're dead to me. All right, we're gonna move on from J-Fic.
You're welcome.
But thanks, Jennifer.
Kim K definitely deserves that. But yeah,
it's supposed to be a family
lot
show.
of crazy questions. Yeah,
you guys are way past that. Okay, way past that. How many things have you mentioned in the past, sir?
Me?
Oh yeah, you.
Wait, RVA Richie said, cut the string wrap and put it around your ears, and you gotta go deep. Then you really look like
Tobin should buy one. I'm like,
I don't need
Abe Lincoln.
Could grow facial hair whenever I please. No need.
I don't think you can. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, Dave South has referred to it as the Bush push.
We had that. Notre Dame versus USC.
I guess we just celebrated the anniversary.
Yeah.
What's dead to you, Vlad?
It's kind of tough. It's really tough. But I have to say, I'm very, very upset with the 0-6 New York Jets. So, Aaron Glenn, you're dead to me.
Wow.
Already?
Yeah,
6 weeks?
6 weeks. You gotta go. You gotta get fired.
Wow. One and done?
Streets need a body. Yeah.
Wow.
Listen,
Lad,
you do not hold on.
Patience.
No, not after that. Let me tell you this. That first half, that end of the first half was a fireable offense to me. Okay. Where you're driving and they're looking at the sideline and you look like, oh no, we're just gonna hold the ball even though you have a timeout left and we'll wait for the second half.
And ran out of time. Yeah.
And you ran out of time. No, you got to go. No.
I mean, even he been coaching for 6 games. He can't make a
matter,
mistake,
bro. You did and then your explanation.
Okay.
At the end of the game.
That's what made it worse.
That's made it worse because you look like you had a deer in headlight look, and then your best receiver is coming to you like scream, like what's going on here? Like what are we doing? And then you're telling me he's not the same old Jets, but yet you're doing same old Jets moves. So yeah, Aaron Glenn, I'm sorry, bro. Streets need a body. You're done. You got to go.
Wow.
You're dead to me.
Woo. Woo.
It is what. Hey, listen, Penn State, listen to me. They wouldn't be in the situation they are in right now.
You guys want to see that Franklin interview tomorrow on game day?
I can't wait. Or not? He's gonna be sitting on $50 million. I'll be chilling.
All right, we got Canes coming up tonight. Canes and Louisville get going.
Can't wait.
Countdown to kickoff will start at 3. You got Hockman, Crowder, and Solana coming up after us. The Heat, they will be on AM 560. Their coverage begins at 6:45 with pre-Heat as they have their final preseason game. By the by, did you see? I found this kind of interesting. Tim Reynolds tweeted out a couple days ago that he says that the Vice jerseys are indeed back, but then he throws a little nugget in here that says, and they might be the best ones ever. Really? He says they're so good, we may repeat may forgive the culture jerseys.
Oh,
so jerseys. I thought they were just going back to the black Vice Knights. But maybe they got another wrinkle that they're throwing in there.
Oh, so they got new uniforms again. I'll tell you what, they doing their thing when it comes to these jerseys.
Yeah. Well, but these ones are supposedly they're good. So supposedly we'll see. We'll see what they got up their sleeve, these Heat. I'm excited. Those are great jerseys. Those are great jerseys. I'm excited. I didn't even hate the culture jerseys, to be honest with you. What they should have done, though, I kept on this game ops. You should have just had them say culture. You know, the sticking in the little font of Heat was weird. I don't know why everybody got all in they're being a bonnet about having the mantra in the paint, though. Everybody's a little too much. Shut up. I'll tell you when it's too much. Okay, how about that, Zach Lowe? All right, this was too much lashing out. Either way, Canes tonight, boys. Go put a beating on them. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this party going. Everybody tailgate safe. All right. Make sure you're responsible. Get loose as a goose, obviously, but have a plan accordingly. And for those who are going to be partaking in activities and whatever's going on there, you know, just be responsible.
What are you talking about?
You know what's going on at these tailgates.
I know what's going on in these.
You know what's going on in these
participating in these events that is going on in tailgate. So I just like to know what do you?
Let's just say the skims are out.
So on your way home, you might. When does the parking lot open?
2
3 hours.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. So it's gonna be some traffic when you going by.
There's going to be traffic, mind you. That is 199. So schools will be opening.
Schools will be closed. Oh my goodness.
That's And there's a school right by the stadium. So your best bet would be best bets get off the turnpike, because if you're trying to go locally on 199th and all of that, you're going to be stuck in traffic.
The kids can get a new lesson in Swagger 101. All right, teach the kids.
In Miami Gardens, you really got to worry about swagger?
Fair point.
We ain't talking about Boca.
Also, don't fall for anybody trying to let you park at the Walmart.
Yes, or the Denny's.
That's a scam.
Or the Sonics. Yeah, that's a scam.
Someone tried doing that to me.
That's
on
2025,
Sunday.
no blocky. Don't do that. Don't fall for it.
By the way, this is when I knew the Dolphins were selling out. You know those parking across the street from the stadium?
Yep.
Yeah.
Empty.
Wow. Well,
Canes games full. Dolphin games empty.
Yeah.
It'll be a party tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So go Canes.
Well, you know they do park and ride from the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they do. It's like a 20-minute.
Yeah,
that's crazy. It's cool, but it's crazy.
We'll go Canes. Stay tuned for all the coverage here on QAM. And we will talk to you rascals on Monday.